Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Tanya, please?
This is?
Hey, Tanya, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi, I'm good.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about you.
Okay. Who are you again?
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. There's 3 of us on the phone right now. There's me, there's Brooke.
Hey, how
there's
you doing?
Jose.
Hey!
Okay, hi everyone.
Hi,
Okay.
Tanya. And we have been so worried about you.
Why?
Well, because you missed a flight recently, and that's a big thing we do on our show. We have like a segment where it's like, did you miss your flight recently?
No.
We track people down and try to figure out why they missed their flight. It's kind of crazy.
So bad.
We're a kooky morning show.
What?
Yeah. So you were supposed to take a flight recently with a dude named Patrick to Mexico, and you just didn't show up.
How do you know that?
You know everything.
Just
And
tell us.
also, he emailed us.
Yeah, there you go.
Patrick told us about your first date and said that you guys had planned a trip to Mexico for the next weekend, but you left him at the airport.
Oh my god.
And if, I mean, that's a lot. Like, the whole story is pretty crazy. So maybe you were just feeling overwhelmed and you didn't know how to tell him. That's what I'm hoping for.
It was just a really weird thing that happened with the airport, and it was just really weird.
You're on the no-fly list.
She got detained.
It's kind of really embarrassing. It's a mistake, an embarrassing mistake, and I just kind of leave it at that.
You
Wait.
peed your pants in the security line because you were scared.
What? Where do you come up with
That
this?
happens to me all the time.
That is so
It is
weird.
embarrassing, but it's okay.
I believe that.
No, that's not
They
it.
asked you to go through the security machine, and you took off your clothes and asked for a strip search
Oh
instead.
my
No.
God. Stop guessing.
It can be embarrassing, but I've done it too.
No, it's just, listen, it's 100% me. It had nothing to do with Patrick at all.
But what could be
Really?
so embarrassing that you spend this amazing date with someone, agree to go on a long weekend to Mexico,
Oh my god.
and then ditch out of it all and, like, leave him high and dry?
It just, I went to the airport. I was very excited to go on this trip, and
You did.
yes, I went to the airport. I went and I checked in, had my stuff ready to go, and they asked for my passport, and I said, why? I mean, I have, my driver's license, and they're like, no, you need a passport, and I was like, why? I'm just going to Mexico, and they were like, yeah, you need a passport, and I truly had no idea that you need a passport to get into Mexico and Canada? Like,
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Very
I
important.
really know. I seriously thought, it's all the same continent.
Welcome to the last 15
Yeah.
years of the world.
Oh, no.
So you forgot your passport.
No, I didn't forget it. I don't have one. I don't travel a lot. So this was,
Oh.
I didn't know. I seriously did not know. And I was mortified standing there, and I don't have a passport, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to tell Patrick that, how absolutely idiotic I felt. So
Oh.
I
I do know how you can tell him, Tanya. I really do know how you can tell him.
how is he even going to believe me? I've been trying to figure it out, and I don't even know what to say.
Well, you kind of already did because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's very embarrassing that you wouldn't call somebody and have the respect to at least let me know what's going on.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
Patrick.
you're kind of mad, aren't you, Patrick?
Coming hot.
Patrick, I am so sorry. I was so embarrassed in that moment, and I literally had no idea what to do, what to say. I felt so stupid that
Yeah,
I
well,
didn't know this.
so, I mean, you could have told me. You didn't have to just blow me off. It's kind of crazy that you wouldn't even call or let me know. And then I went by myself,
I
to
know.
a couple's weekend by myself.
I know.
It's basically the worst trip to Mexico that I've ever taken. And I was there one time during El Nino.
Wow. Oh, God.
Damn, Tanya, you're worse than El Nino.
There's a hurricane.
I Tanya, it is pretty weird that you were that embarrassed by a passport snafu.
Listen, I understand that it sounds crazy. I don't travel a lot. I don't know these things. I had no reason to know these things. And Patrick, like the entire weekend that you were gone, knowing that you were there, I was drinking margaritas, sitting at home, thinking about you the entire time.
Well, it was good that you were thinking about me. All you had to do is send one text, make one phone call. That's it.
Whoa.
I am apologizing. I have taken 100% of the blame for this. If you were listening, as you were supposedly listening while I was talking this entire time to a bunch of radio DJs, I said that I would take 100% fault for this. I am sorry.
So, okay, I hear your apology on that, but now we have a whole other issue. I mean, what are you, 12 years old? You don't have a passport? You don't travel? I mean...
Wait, that's still an issue?
I haven't had a reason to have one, Patrick. I didn't know.
Like, kids, like babies, come out of the wombs and get passports and travel all over. Your parents must have kept you locked in your basement.
You know what?
Like, what?
This right here is why I didn't tell you, okay? This is why I had no idea how to tell you, because I was worried that you were going to sit here and berate me for not knowing something. You could just be really nice and be a good guy.
It's not a matter of not knowing something. It's a matter of just having a brain to figure out. Like,
Whoa! Patrick, we know you're angry, but, like, I thought you really liked this girl, dude.
I did, but she doesn't have a passport. What kind of person doesn't have a passport?
There's lots of people that don't have passports.
No, there's not. I don't know anybody. Do you know anybody? I don't know anybody who doesn't have a passport.
Mine's almost expired. I might not have one soon.
Mine just expired, actually, so I technically don't have one either.
I have one, so...
You know, like, to get a passport, you go to the post office and take a picture and just mail it out and they send it back to you. Like, it's not rocket science by any means.
Oh, man.
You know, I know what I'm supposed to do now. I can go and get one, and we can go on a trip together. We can do it the right way this time.
All right, well, Tanya, would you like to go out with Patrick
Wow.
on a second date? We can do dinner. We'll pay for dinner. If you guys want to go on a trip, that's on you. But if you get a passport, you'd be willing to go out with Patrick again?
Yes, it was my mistake. I would like to go on another date with Patrick.
Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, he said some mean things, so...
He's upset.
Patrick, do you want to go out with Tanya again?
I mean, somebody that can't call you back and is not responsive. And what person, again, does not have a passport? I would never go out with her again.
What?
Oh.
After she was your dream girl and you were obsessed with her, the passport's the breaking point.
My dream girl is gorgeous, nice, beautiful smile, and you know what? She has a passport.
Okay. All right, Patrick, we found your deal breaker, I guess. So,
my God.
You know what? Just forget the whole thing. Forget that I even said yes. You are not the person I thought you were. You're crazy.
I may be crazy, but at least I have a passport.
he does have a point. Important PSA today for the second date update. Everybody make sure you go get your passport, everybody.
Oh, my God. Seriously.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Madison, please?
this is she.
Hello, Madison. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
From where? I'm sorry.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show?
You're looking for Madison?
Yes, I am. I'm calling you today because we recently got an email about you.
Okay.
It was from somebody that you went out on a date with. His name is Bruce.
Okay.
And Bruce told us a little bit about your date, and he's very curious why you just kind of stopped talking to him. So he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Okay. It's kind of awkward.
It's kind of awkward.
Understandable.
Yeah, this is a very awkward thing, but Bruce really wants to know if he did something wrong on your date. He had nothing but nice things to say about you. But he also said that you made plans with him to go out, like the next Friday after you guys had your date, and then you just bailed.
I mean, that just kind of happened. I do apologize, and I feel bad.
Hey, Madison, have you ever had somebody do that to you where you're really kind of into them and you want to go out with them again, they just stop talking to you?
Yes,
It's pretty frustrating, right?
it is. It is. I do understand. It is very frustrating.
So then...
And I do apologize.
Okay, well, don't you think it'd be cool to, like, let Bruce know why you blew him off?
I guess I can explain to you I just would feel like I would hurt his feelings.
Okay.
So I don't want him to know.
Well, you can tell us, and then we'll figure out a way to tell him where it doesn't hurt his feelings.
Yeah, and relay the message gently.
Okay.
Okay, so we had a good time. He was very nice, and when the date finished, he called me back, and he just, said thank you, and that was actually really nice. I really appreciated that. So we talked on his way home, and then he got home and proceeded to get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if, obviously, I highly doubt he knows he did this. And I am in the wrong for this a little bit too, but he didn't hang up.
Uh-huh.
And
so you stayed on. Anytime anybody does that to me, by the way, I stay on the phone the whole time too, just to listen
do?
for a little bit, just to see what they're doing.
You guys are such voyeurs.
I want to catch somebody being like pervy or something, you know.
It wasn't pervy. I
Oh,
wasn't
damn.
being the perv. I just, I was just kind of curious, I guess.
For sure.
What did you hear?
Well, at first, I just heard rustling, and I was like, oh, okay, he's home. And then I heard a guy's voice. And I was like, ooh, he's going to have a conversation. That's when I was like, I'm definitely listening. He said to the guy, I just went on a date. I'm going to marry that girl.
Oh, that's really cute.
Or really creepy.
Yeah, exactly. It goes one of two ways. Like
Oh,
Brooke is practically ready to slide off her seat right now, and Jose's like, "Whoa, that's creepy."
It freaked me out. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've been avoiding him, because I don't think that you can tell if you're going to marry somebody after one date.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
you
just
can't,
feel
but
like
other
it
people
was
could.
you feel like it was too much.
Too soon.
Yeah, way too much. And granted, like I had a great time with him. It was fun. But when, like the first thing that he says when he gets home is, I'm going to marry that girl. It's like, what?
But the thing is, you couldn't see his face. You don't know.
Brooke
We're
is
trying so
telling
hard for
you.
like a storybook love tale thing
Dude,
right now.
seriously, I think some people can tell after the first date, and I think you're you could have found like the coolest guy you'll ever meet.
Or
could be
you could have found a stage 5 clinger.
But
It all depends how you interpret it. This is how she's interpreting it. That's how it made her feel.
Should be mutual, right?
But
Yeah.
that's the risk of dating, right? They're always either clingers or romantics.
Yeah, and that's the vibe that she got from this dude, obviously, that he's a clinger right away.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly the vibes that I got. And, hey, that's fine for you maybe, but not for me. I want somebody to want to get to know me first.
Before you talk about marriage, all right. Well,
Exactly.
Madison, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll make sure to let Bruce know in the nicest way possible.
Okay, I hope that helps.
All right, and the only nice way I can think of is to let you know that he's on the other line and just heard that.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
It's kind of
Bruce, say hi to Madison.
Hi, Madison. Madison, I can't believe you actually heard that.
Yeah.
I'm at a complete loss for words.
Do you remember saying that to whoever you were talking? Who were you talking to, by the way, Bruce?
Yeah, I was talking to my roommate.
Okay.
I walked in, and my roommate, kind of was sarcastic, being like, "Yo, dude, how'd the date go?" So I thought of the first thing that was on top of my head. It's just like, I think I love her, man. I want to marry her, or something like that.
Crap. That's cool to say to your roommate, but you definitely don't want the person that you just went on a date with, first date, to hear that.
Madison, I really wish you would have let me know that you heard that, and we could have cleared some things up, but...
So, what, are you taking it back? do you not mean it anymore? Or what do you mean by that?
So, kind of what I meant was, where I was at with my excitement was, I could definitely see, things going, forward if that's, kind of how things were with us all the time, the more and more we started being together, and, I don't know, it might turn into love.
This is such an awkward thing to try to explain.
Oh, Madison, I mean, can't you give this guy a chance? I mean, I know that it's a lot of pressure, but haven't you ever just felt overwhelmed and maybe you exaggerated your feelings a little?
Yeah.
Sure, but I don't know. It's like hearing something that you're not supposed to. It's hard to come back from that because now it's on such a grounds of embarrassment.
Why don't we turn it into a joke?
Why don't we just forget it ever happened and turn it into a joke?
I mean, if it has to always be remembered, I mean, we did have a good time. You know, we had an amazing time. It's actually one of the best dates that I've been on in years.
Bruce, I think you need to downplay it a little more. Don't call the date amazing. Don't call it awesome. Just be like, it was cool or whatever, Madison. I mean, I didn't really care too much. That sounds like what Madison is into.
Yeah.
Oh, Madison, stop being so scared of love. Yeah. Come on, Madison.
Oh, I'm not scared. I just, want to make smart decisions and not,
That's good.
But he could have said, like, horrible things about you. He could talk about, like, your boobs or your butt or how he wanted to bang you.
That happened after Madison hung up. I guarantee it.
Like, you actually found a sweet, caring man that really wants to find love someday. He's not saying it's necessarily with you right now.
No, I think he did say that.
Well, I'm just trying to help him out.
I don't know. That's like a lot of pressure. I mean, I'm still pretty young, so
all right.
That's it's always going to be like in the back of my head. Like,
well, sweet. Then we should send you guys out again. Madison, would you like to go on a second date with Bruce? I'll pay for it.
Oh my God!
Come on, Madison, give him one more shot.
Madison, I really wish it didn't happen, but it did. I mean, I'm definitely in it for take it date by date. I don't have a problem with that. I just got really excited about you as a person.
Oh.
So, Madison, will you go out one more time with me?
Hey, Madison, if you wouldn't have been such a snoop and listened in on his conversation, would you go out with him if you didn't hear what he said?
That's a good question.
I mean, I would have.
Okay.
I absolutely would have.
So it's your own fault.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, now.
So you should go out with him again.
Come on.
I mean, I feel so guilty about all of this. I mean, I guess I kind of owe it to you.
There you go.
You're saying yes?
Congratulations, Bruce.
Yeah.
You got yourself a pity date.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm excited to go out with you, Bruce. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever.
Yeah. See, that's how you have to play
Oh,
it.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, I might be busy that night, but we'll see.
Thanks, Jubal.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Lisa, please?
Speaking.
Hi, Lisa. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Fine. Do I know you?
I don't think we've ever met before, no. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry. Who else is on the line?
Oh, that's the entire show. So it's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm Jubal. That's Brooke. That's Jose. How are you this morning?
Confused. That's how I'm doing.
I'm calling you because we recently got an email from one of our listeners asking if we could get a hold of you.
Okay.
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Paul emailed us and asked us if we could find out if you didn't like him for a certain reason.
Okay.
So, can we steal a few minutes of your time to talk about your date with Paul?
I don't really want to do this, to be honest.
Okay. He just really liked you, and he's just wondering if you did something wrong or why you're not into him. Because he told us that
he definitely didn't do anything wrong. That's all I'll say. He didn't do anything wrong.
Any advice that maybe you could give us for him as he goes forward, like dating in the future? Things that he should maybe watch out for?
No, I mean, it's not like that.
Was he trying too hard? I thought maybe he was, like, trying to be interested in what you're interested in, and it came off as fake.
No, I mean, I didn't feel like that. It's just like I know that if I say what kind of went on with me, it's just going to be judged, and I don't really want to be judged. So
I promise you we will not judge you. We do these things all the time. I promise you. Nobody will judge you. Unless it's something really, 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 really weird.
Like if you killed a person? Because
Yeah, I might judge you if you murder. If you were a murderer, I might judge you. So did you like him at all, at least?
I really did. There was definitely a really immediate attraction, and I felt a really strong connection.
Okay, so why are you giving him the cold shoulder?
Well, when we were at coffee, I got a premonition.
Whoa.
Premonition, like a vision of something?
Yeah, premonition's the best word I can think of to describe it. A really strong feeling.
Okay. Was it brought on by something he said or something that he did?
No, it just occurred, and I needed to take some time to figure out what it was about. And it wasn't so much a premonition about him. Just there was something strong there that I needed to sort out. So I went to a spiritual guide that I see.
This premonition or feeling that you had when you were out with him, it was powerful enough that you wanted to talk to your spiritual person about it?
Yeah, very much so.
Does that mean like you liked him a lot?
I mean, I liked him a lot, definitely. And then I got this feeling, like I said at coffee, and it was strong, and so I had to go investigate it.
Okay, so what did your spiritual advisor say? Do you mind telling us that?
Yeah, but you just gotta be like, I understand that what I believe is not what everyone believes, and I get that. But just please be respectful.
For sure.
That's all I'll ask.
Okay.
So my spiritual advisor connected that the reason why we had such a strong connection is because we were actually related in a past life. In the 1500s, he was my father.
What? In the 1500s, he was your father?
Yeah. I mean, that's why it was like, I felt like I knew him. I felt like I knew things about him. And it felt like more of a recognition than a meeting.
No way.
Okay. That's interesting.
What was
So you felt that connected to him. I mean, obviously, if he used to be your dad,
Yeah,
you
I
would
felt
feel...
like I knew him already.
I don't know much about what you believe in and that kind of stuff, so you can help enlighten me right now. So you felt like you were out having coffee with your dad?
Yes, I understand he's in a different physical body now, as am I. But if you believe in reincarnation and you believe that when we die, we are reincarnated in another body, that nothing is created or destroyed, right?
Okay.
Things come back in different forms.
So you're
that. So it was not like that's literally my dad, but that was my dad's spirit.
Okay, and you don't want to date your dad. I'm assuming.
But it's your dad from the 1500s. I mean, that's pretty far removed. I don't know.
Once your dad, always your dad.
But your dad...
What I believe is what I believe, and I understand that that's not what everyone cares.
So how did you feel when you found out he was your dad from the 1500s?
I mean, I felt like it made sense why I felt like I knew him so well already. I mean, obviously it was kind of a bummer because I did like him.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it would add something to it. I'd be like, sweet, I get to kind of sleep with my parents, sort of. But I'm a little different too, Lisa.
God.
I won't judge you either.
I'm getting a premonition right now, actually.
Are you?
Yeah. The premonition is that he's on the other line listening to this conversation.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Paul, are you there?
Yeah.
Say hi to your daughter.
I don't know. I'm kind of like, huh? What just happened?
Hi. I mean, I don't really know what to say. I think that's, you understand why I didn't call you back.
I mean, are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just wondering, is this just, you don't want to talk to me anymore? You want to I feel like this might be like you saying friend zone, but in an overcomplicated way. Is that it? Or,
I'm not trying to get out of it. I do like you, so I'm not trying to evade relationship. I'm definitely not comfortable dating for obvious reasons. Someone who used to be my dad.
What? I mean, this is a joke, right?
Why else do you think we felt such a strong connection at first?
I don't know, because you're pretty and I'm cute.
Lisa, is there any chance that your spiritual guide could be wrong and that maybe you had a connection because he's actually your past husband from the 1500s?
No, I mean, she's never steered me wrong in the past. I trust her completely. So, no.
But I'm not your dad. I mean, even if you believe
You're not
that...
my dad now.
Yeah. but I'm not exact. Well, I mean, all right. So this is hard. This is like a hard math problem that I have to wrap my head around. All right. So I'm not your dad now. So what's the problem?
I think what he's saying, Lisa, is would you like to go out on a second date with Paul? We will pay for a second date. He was your dad a long time ago. I don't think it should really matter now.
Hundreds of years.
Unfortunately, it matters to me a lot. So,
Wow.
If you would like to have a relationship, and a friendship where we can connect with our past, that would be awesome. But no, for dating.
Wow.
I still don't understand. Like, why we had a connection. I mean, we
did. But it was because you were my dad.
I don't understand how that could stop this from what we had. Like, I mean, is there any loophole?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, maybe you could ground her and force her to go out with you. I mean, you are the father figure here.
So gross.
Yeah, Brooke.
Well, sorry, Paul. No second date. And Lisa, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you being open and honest with us.
Yes.
I know it had to be hard because you thought we were going to judge you and make fun of you.
I did.
All right.
Yeah, so appreciate it.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
Wow, that was really hard not to judge her.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jess?
Yeah, this is Jess.
Hey, Jess, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Wait, hold on. So this is a radio show?
Yes, it's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you because we actually got an email from one of our listeners, and he asked us to get you on the phone.
Who?
Well, his name is Jeremy.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, do you remember going on a date with Jeremy?
This is really strange. There are multiple people on this call.
Yeah,
Yes,
hi.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
We're here too.
Yeah, it's me, Brooke,
Okay.
and Jose.
Okay. So what is it that you guys want to know?
Well, Jeremy emailed us and said that you guys went on a date, and he thought you had a really good time. He thought both of you guys connected, but now you're not calling him back, and he was wondering if we could get you on the phone and find out what happened. He also thinks you're playing hard to get, if that helps.
He thinks I'm playing hard to get.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
told him that was a really stupid idea.
Oh, God. This was by far not the best date I've been on.
Yeah, I could see where he could come off kind of as a D-bag, maybe.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No hesitation at all there.
I don't think that he means it, though. He seems like he has a nice heart. It just maybe, I don't know.
I hope he doesn't mean it, but he just really rubbed me the wrong way.
What did he do to rub you wrong? Whoa.
Whoa!
You know what I mean.
That
What-
is a different question than I was expecting.
Yeah, that would have been a good date. My apologies.
Or what did he do to rub you right?
Yeah. What did he do that did not sit right with you? How about that?
I mean, there's a laundry list to this. So the waitress, she was really nice to us. She came up, she took our order.
Mm-hmm.
He asked her, so if the girl gets a cheese and tomato sandwich without the tomatoes, is it the same price? And I was like, are you for real?
So you ordered a sandwich with tomato on it, but you didn't want tomato, and he was like, I should get a discount for that?
Yeah, apparently he thought that he needed to save some money on my tomato slices.
What? Come on, what do you say, 5 cents?
Hold on, though. Maybe it was just the principle, because he does bring up a good point, that if you're not going to include ingredients that were listed on the price, right, included, then maybe you should get a little bit of a deal.
So you're as cheap as he is, because
Okay.
nobody does that on a first date. Nobody talks about tomato slices and how much they cost.
Well, except for somebody who's financially responsible,
Yeah.
which should show you a person who's ready to make a long-term commitment and take care of you guys in the future.
But it was more than that, you guys. It got worse when we went to the museum.
What do you?
Whoa.
You asked for a refund because you didn't like some of the paintings or something?
It was actually worse than that. It was so much worse
Really?
than that.
Whoa.
We got to the ticket window,
Uh-huh.
and we're about to order 2 passes to go in, and he's like, oh, wow. I'm like, oh, you okay? What's wrong? And he's like, ooh, this is really expensive. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, it's really expensive, but you know what? I don't want to pay for both. And I'm just like, okay. And he's like,
but why don't I buy you a ticket? Because I'm a gentleman, and I'll just wait outside for you to go in and enjoy the museum by yourself.
John,
What a gentleman.
No way.
did you take him up on the offer? What was your response?
I was like, no, really, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We can just rain check this. And he's like, no, I insist you go enjoy yourself at the museum on me.
And so did you go in and he just waited around?
I just went in and I walked around for like 20, 30 minutes and I just prayed to the museum gods, like, I hope this guy is gone when I leave. And
But don't you think that that's kind of, I mean, it's sweet and sad at the same time. At least he wanted you to have a good time.
that is if he didn't ask for how much my tomato slices were earlier. This guy, he is just trying to save every penny. And I came out and he was still there in the same spot.
Oh.
And I came outside and I was like, hi, thank you so much. I had a great time. I actually have to dash though.
Oh.
And he's like, no. Let's just go grab some ice cream real quick. And I'm like, okay. So I went to go get ice cream with him.
Right, I'm assuming you guys only had free samples. Like you didn't actually buy ice cream.
Hey, no, the ice cream was full price.
Glad to see you chimed in now.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, that's Jeremy. He's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, my God.
Jess, I didn't really appreciate what you were implying about me. I thought I
Implying?
did a good date. I let you go to the museum, check things out. I bought you ice cream afterwards. And the tomatoes, come on. If you're going to order a cheese and tomato sandwich and you take out 50% of the ingredients, then the price should go down.
Okay, I'm just going to break this down for you, Jeremy. You are a cheapskate. Okay.
Oh.
Jeremy, the thing that I don't understand, though, is if you don't have the funds to go to the museum on a date, why did you go to begin with?
I have the money. It's not about not having the money. Like, you guys are making me seem like I'm some cheap guy that doesn't want to pay for things, but the truth is, the businesses out there are always trying to nickel and dime you. Like, they're just getting whatever money they can get out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not falling for that. I'm a smart guy, and I always make sure that I get a bargain.
Oh.
Yeah, but
okay.
sending your date to the museum alone is not a bargain.
I had gone to the museum beforehand, and I've seen everything. They don't change anything.
Yeah. So why do you need to
I
see
knew
it
she
again?
would like it because she said she liked art.
It makes sense.
I do like art, but it's usually go to the museum with somebody to enjoy it with them together.
Mm-hmm.
Like a date is a date with two people. If I want to take myself out, I would have.
But like I said, I had already been there. I saw everything, so I thought we could talk about it afterward.
It's about having an experience with me. And you ditched me at a museum by myself and decided to bow out. And basically half the date was by myself.
Okay, well, I disagree with you on all of that. You can't argue the fact that I paid full price for that ice cream.
Very good point.
Good point. Hey,
All right,
that is a knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
Jess, now that you've heard all of that, would you like to go out on a second date with Jeremy? We will pay for it. So you don't have to worry about Jeremy paying for it.
Hey, guys, I just want to ask a question though. If you're gonna give me like a gift card for this date, I don't have to use it all at one place, right?
You do whatever you want to do with
Jeremy,
it.
stop.
We'll figure it out. If Jess, first you have to have Jess agree to go out with you again, and then you can handle the gift card situation.
I think I'm going to pass on this. I think he should be taking himself out.
Okay.
Jeremy, are you okay with taking yourself out from now on?
I mean, I wish Jess would join me, but I'll still take the gift cards if you guys have them.
That's not how it works, Jeremy.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Dawn.
Yeah, this is she.
Dawn, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You host a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what we do is kind of like a podcast, except you probably have more listeners.
That's probably true.
Okay, how can I help you?
Well, you can help us because we actually got an email from one of our listeners about you.
Okay. What'd they say?
Well, they said that they went out on a date with you a little while ago and had a really good time, but now you're not calling them back.
Oh, I thought you were calling because maybe you wanted like an interview or something.
No, sorry. You do like a World of Warcraft podcast, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, our listeners have no idea what that is. So
I don't either. We'd ask you the dumbest questions.
we would be a
want it.
terrible interview. You'd probably get frustrated with us and hang up.
All right, okay. So,
the reason we're calling is you recently met up with a dude who actually listens to your podcast, but also wanted to go on a date with you. His name is Isaiah.
yeah, I remember Isaiah.
Okay, well, Isaiah emailed us and told us about your date, and he's also confused because you're not calling him back, and he's tried to get a hold of you a few times.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it because you're, I don't know, have a lot of men throwing themselves at you?
No, actually, I really don't get asked out that often, so that's not it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I think some guys are just kind of intimidated, and I mean, I wish more guys would ask me out. That would be nice, but no.
Well, let's talk about the one dude that did ask you out then, Isaiah. Did you not enjoy your date with him?
Oh, no, I mean, the date, it was fine. Like, it wasn't a bad date. It wasn't too awkward or anything. He's a fan of mine, so I'm just gonna say it's just not gonna work.
Can you tell us anything so that we can at least let him know? Because he's really confused. He thought that you had a great time and you both had a good connection and you enjoyed the date.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I'm a level 110 Blood Elf Hunter, and he's a level 20 Undead Warrior.
Okay.
Okay. What does that mean exactly?
It just means that he has barely played the game.
Oh, and then...
In comparison to me.
Okay, so you've got a really good rating and you have a high level on the game and he doesn't.
It's similar to an 11-year-old boy asking Heidi Klum out on a date. You know, it's not gonna look good for her. Besides not being legal, but it's not going to be good.
So wait, the gaming world will judge you for dating someone?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they judge everything. Hardcore. Yeah.
Like, you're being serious about this?
Yeah, no, if they know that I'm hanging out with a noob, I'll lose followers. I'll get blasted.
Oh, no!
That is so weird to me.
I didn't think of that.
This is a real thing. You mean this?
I mean, I have thousands of people following me, right? And they're following me for, like, strat and, you know, tips and things. How is it going to look if I'm dating, like, a level 20 warrior and he hasn't even gotten an Obergon yet? So it's like, you know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not Nobergon.
God.
Oh, my God.
God, anybody knows Nobergon?
Obviously, Don, I have no idea what you said, but
But,
I'm
okay.
kind of understanding what you mean in a weird way.
But why did you go out with him to begin with, Don? Didn't you know that he wasn't past Nobergon?
No, I wasn't on WoW when we were talking. He DM'd me on Twitter.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
and I mean, I didn't think to ask because, like, people who follow me, I assume they're at least level 80. Otherwise, why are they there?
Yeah, right? What are you doing?
You crazy?
We're trying to play in the big leagues.
Oh man, were you so disappointed when you found out about his level status?
It was a pretty big bummer. It's, like I said, I don't get asked out on dates a lot, and he was really nice, but it was a big drawback.
Okay. That is an interesting reason, Don.
Yeah.
I do also want to let you know that Isaiah is on the other line listening to this conversation.
Right now?
Yep.
Hi, Don.
Oh my God.
Did you really mean all that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were listening. I mean,
But you called me a noob.
Well, I don't mean to be mean, but you are. I mean, in the world of Warcraft, you are.
Yeah, if it's my status that you're worried about, then I will stop playing the game, and we can just connect about something else.
Isaiah, it's not your status I'm worried about. It's my status. I have an image to uphold.
Yeah, but if I quit, then you don't even have to worry about that status.
Yeah, but I can't date someone who doesn't play.
Really? It'll just seem like you're not dating anyone at all. It'll be a secret.
Isaiah, you're willing to be just a secret boyfriend to her?
Because you weren't dating somebody before this.
I mean, well, So if we were dating, and I'm playing WoW all the time, you know that, like, what are we going to talk about? You don't know anything about end-level rating or, like, the end-of-game content. Like, you're still smelting tin and
Yeah, dude. You guys
I'm
don't.
sorry, but
What do you have in common, right?
Tin smelter.
I just can't be a teacher all the time.
Well, I can learn really fast. I mean, there's other podcasts I can be listening to all the time. I mean, I'll keep listening to yours, of course, and I will stay a subscriber no matter what. But, like, there's all kinds of things I can listen to, like, even when I'm, like, driving to work and stuff.
Well, and it's also just, like, a time thing. Like, if you're going to play World of Warcraft and want to play with me, you kind of got to put in a lot of hours.
I can do that. I mean, I can just drink coffee when I get home at night.
Or some Mountain Dew Code Red, man. You know?
Yeah.
What if you guys just left World of Warcraft out of your relationship altogether?
Oh, you can't be serious.
I mean, I'm totally serious. Like, why does it need to be such a focal point of your romantic life?
I'm sorry, but it's that important to me.
Okay, I will commit myself 100% to playing every minute that I can, and I will catch up. I promise you. I'm not going to let go. And if I can just be around you, then I feel like it'll make me better as a person and as a player, too, you know? Like, you make people better. That's what you do. That's what your podcast is for, is helping people, and you helped me.
Don, come on. I mean, he said you were intelligent. He said you were attractive. Like, this guy really thinks, like, you're it.
I know, and that's the hard part. That's why it's so hard to tell him no.
Still,
don't say no. Like, I'll be here to support you. /flirt.
There you go. You got a /flirt over the phone, Don. Would you go out with Isaiah again one more time? We will pay for it.
Well, Isaiah, I mean, I can't date someone like this because of my work, but I mean, okay, if you can make it to like level 80, level 90, you can call me then, and we'll figure it out from there.
Hey.
You hear that, Isaiah?
Level 80, I can do that.
80, preferably 90, but I'll cut it at 80.
You can text me at 80.
The door is still open, Isaiah. If you get to the right level in World of Warcraft, you can have your dream date.
Got a lot of work to do.
I can do it. I know I can do it because I have love on my side.
All right, so it's a deal, Don. If he gets to level 80 or 90, you will give him another shot.
It's a deal.
Nice.
It's a deal.
Yeah. All right, now you got something to work toward, Isaiah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I understood about a third of what was said in today's second date update, but I think it's kind of a successful one, Isaiah. You might have a second date at some point.
I will, Don, no matter how long it takes.
All right. Well, just make sure you're always in a queue for a dungeon. Like, that's the way to get there.
All right. Remember that, Isaiah. If we learned anything about dating today, it's always remember you're in a queue for a dungeon.
You got it.
Always be in a queue for a dungeon.
Be in a queue for a dungeon.
Okay. Almost got it.
Just get in that dungeon.
I will.
All right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Gina.
She's not here at the moment. Can I take a message?
Yeah. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. Can you spell that, please?
Yeah, it's Jubal.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, who? Real quick, who is this that I'm speaking with?
This is Dennis.
Dennis. And how do you know Gina?
She's my wife.
Oh. Okay. Did you know she's going to be back later? Because I kind of want to talk to her about something.
And you need to speak with her about...
Well, it'd be better if I talked to her about it. I just want to steal a few minutes of her time, so... You might just be able to tell her I called. I can try back. Do you know when she'll be back?
I don't actually, but I can take a message for you.
Yeah, I think it's probably better if I call back.
Yeah.
If I may ask, what does a radio station want to talk to her about?
Well, we do a segment on our show.
No.
And it kind of reconnects old friends, so... We had one of our friends email us to get a hold of her, so that's all.
So some old friend wants to connect with her.
Yeah, just like a buddy of hers.
I mean, I'm sure I would know who it is.
Yeah, maybe not on this one. I don't know. I think they go back a ways.
Well, I guess I could tell her that you called. What's the name of this person?
Todd.
Todd.
Yeah, Todd. He's been trying to get a hold of her.
Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. I think I might know what this is about.
Really?
Did she just meet this guy?
Yes, she did.
How do
She
you-
just met a dude
At a
named...
bar?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you know about this?
Oh, yes, I know all about it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dude.
I am
All
so
right.
sorry. I am, like, my heart is in my throat right now.
I'm sorry,
Whatever you
man.
guys are going through.
We do a segment on our show where when people meet somebody out at a bar or something like that and they want to get a hold of them, they email us to see if we can figure out why they're not calling them back. That's why we were calling.
You know what? Just let them know that we haven't had a chance to call them yet.
What?
Yeah, no, just tell them that.
Wait, can you repeat yourself one more time?
Just let him know that she's been away. She's been, out the past week, and we haven't gotten the chance to, to contact him yet.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you sure you know what's going on here?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think is going on then?
Gina hit it off with him, I think, at a bar the other night.
What?
Okay,
And,
so you do know what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
What?
So you're cool with her hitting on another dude out at the bar?
Yeah, that's kind of the plan.
The plan?
Plan?
Oh, it's
Well-
just dawning on me.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so
Wait.
this
Yeah,
is
no,
okay. This is all okay with you.
Yes, it's very okay with me.
So you guys are in, like, an open relationship or something.
What is going on right now?
What?
Oh, Todd.
Well, Todd, I think that you are about to be a third wheel.
Hello?
You've got quite the invitation, sir.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Loud and
Dennis,
clear.
we can hear you. What you just heard was Todd, who is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, Todd is
Oh.
on the other line because Todd
Oh, my God.
was hoping to be able to talk to your wife Gina about the night that they met.
Hey, man, you know what? I didn't know she was married. She didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, well, that's all part of the game.
Part of the game.
What?
I'm sorry. I thought I was talking to a girl at a bar that was really into me.
Yeah, she was. She came home, told me all about you, and I was like, yeah, let's meet him.
Oh, my
This is
God.
amazing.
Oh,
Todd,
wait.
are you freaking out right now?
Wow.
Yeah, this is insane. It's insane.
Like, it's saying in a good way, Todd? Or is it
No!
saying... Oh,
No, not
I'm
in
just
a
checking.
good way. What are you talking about? I don't go out for threesomes. This is crazy.
Look, Todd, I totally get it. This is might sound weird and stuff, but if you wanted to give it a shot, she took a selfie, I think, with you, and I thought you were cute, and she thought you were cute, and we think you're cute. So
Oh, my God.
It's quite the compliment, Todd.
I'm embarrassed.
Stop laughing. It's not. I don't even think this is funny. I think you're setting me up.
I promise you this, we did not set you up at all.
I think it's really funny.
Todd, you need to relax. Okay? It's fun. It's an interesting thing and spices things up. I mean, come on, you've never done this before in college or high school or any point?
High school, my God.
I mean, is this your way to get me to come over so you can beat the shit out of me? Is that what this is?
Todd, it's the exact opposite, actually.
Well, Dennis, aren't you a
I
smooth
love
talker?
you, not hate you.
No, I'm serious, Todd. If you want to come over, we'd love to have you sometime.
Oh, my God. Hey, Todd, I mean, you were really attracted to his wife at one point.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
good.
at one point. I mean, but now I'm talking to a man, and that whole thing. Anything I thought might happen is completely out the window.
Come on, Todd. I mean, my wife's beautiful, right?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean?
Know what I mean? Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, Todd, would you like to go out with Dennis and his wife Gina for a second date?
Oh, my God.
We will pay for it.
I have one word to answer that. No.
No? Are you sure?
The only reason I'm disappointed is because I wanted it to be our first time, too, for you guys.
Guys, I can't even believe this happened.
Todd, come on. What's your weekend look like? What's your schedule like this weekend?
Dude, Dennis wants it to happen. Gina wants it to happen. Todd, come on, get on board.
Again, definitely not.
Are you sure, Todd? It's Saturday. It's going to be fondue night.
Fondue.
Wow.
Man. Save the extra cheese sauce for Todd.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Trisha.
This is she.
Hey, Trisha, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
You recently went out with a friend of mine.
I did?
Yeah. His name is Anthony. You remember going out with a guy named Anthony?
I do. How is he? Wait. Okay, you're on the radio and he's your friend?
I'm on the radio, so I have lots of friends.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and Anthony happens to be one of them.
Okay.
And he said that he really enjoyed the date with you and thought that you guys were going to go out again, but you haven't called him back or responded to any of his messages or voicemails or any of that. So I wanted to call you and ask if he did something wrong on the date.
That's just weird that he's having you call for him, but he did have a really great time on the date. That's true.
He did? Did you not have a good time then?
I mean, I had a good time, but I think that Anthony had a really good time. Like,
Was he just too eager on the date?
well, it wasn't really on the date. It was afterwards.
What do you mean?
He tweeted like 5 times about our date within like 2 hours.
Oh.
So
What?
He went back after your date and just started tweeting about it?
Yeah, he was like, he tweeted, "Lonely no more, most amazing date of my life."
Oh, my God.
Points.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is horrible. What were you?
Well, wait, it gets better. It was like, is this what love really feels like? With exclamation points and question marks.
Are you scared at this point, Trisha?
I mean, yeah, especially, okay, how about this one? At last, my love has come. And he did, in parentheses, put Etta James.
No!
Oh, no, really? He's quoting Etta James on his Twitter feed.
No.
Trisha?
Yeah.
I should also let you know that Anthony is currently on the other line right now listening to this conversation.
Are you serious?
Hi.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry if it creeped you out a little bit. I mean, I was just trying to make a really nice evening for you, and
This is so awkward. It's amazing.
Oh, my God.
I thought we were having fun.
Okay, well, the date was very nice. You took me out on a very nice date, and it was fun. But seriously, Anthony, you tweeted, "Oh, my God, freaking out. I think I hear church bells."
Oh, isn't that a romantic thing to say? I mean, isn't that what every
Yeah,
isn't
we
that
were
what every
together for
girlfriend's
like
about?
3
Is
years.
finding the right guy and getting together and living happily ever after.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh, my God, this is a joke, right? There's no way you're crying right now.
No.
I think he has allergies. I think that's what it is. Trisha, Anthony's an emotional guy.
Anthony needs therapy.
Amen. I am sorry.
Trisha, Anthony, let me help you out a little bit. Trisha, if you didn't know, Anthony just got out of a long relationship with his high school sweetheart. You're the first girl he's been on a date with since high school.
Dude, be single for a while. Seriously. There's so many great things about being single. Like, go experience life a little bit before you tie
by
yourself
myself?
into a relationship.
Yes, Anthony, it's okay to be single and experience things by yourself. It's actually a very fun time. You can do it.
Okay.
Anthony, you need to really, dating is hard and it's going to hurt. But you need to find some confidence, dude. What do you like about yourself?
I think I'm charming and I'm good looking. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Trish thought you were good looking, didn't you?
Yes, he's very attractive.
See, she thinks you're good looking.
Okay.
Now, Trish, if you could give one piece of advice to Anthony, what would it be?
Yeah, stop crying.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, the date was really sweet, and I think that maybe if he just, the charming part of it all was very nice, but the clinginess and the, like, just all of a sudden feeling like you were owned by, I mean, like, I don't know, he needs to baby step it. Baby step.
Okay.
That's good advice.
Anthony, you'd like to go out with Trisha again, right?
Yeah, I would very much.
Oh, look at
Do you think you can hold it together and not be too clingy?
Yes. I'll work on that. I'll be good at that.
At this point, I would like to ask you if you'd like to go on a second date with Anthony.
Hey.
Trisha, do you want to give him another shot? We will send you guys out. We'll pay for it if you go out with Anthony one more time.
I think I'd rather set him up with one of my friends.
A friend that you dislike, or what?
If I go out with him again and this happens, then it is going to cost me something because now I'm going to be the mean girl, and I don't want to be the mean girl. And I just feel like he needs a little bit more time to be single.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Sorry, Anthony, but you got your answer, and now you know.
Okay.
Maybe take some time to yourself, especially if you haven't dated in a while. The first girl that you go out with, you will, like, fall for her because you'll think that she's awesome because she's something different than what you've been used to.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to kind of, like, check your emotions a little bit.
You mean I should, like, not share, like, all of myself right away?
No, definitely don't. Wait till, like, the third date for the crying, dude.
I was going to say the third year.
Okay, guys, thanks for trying.
Do like everybody else and save the tears for the bedroom.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Seriously, Anthony, you tweeted, oh my God.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
Yes, speaking.
Eric, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Sorry, man. I'm not going to buy anything or whatever.
No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just need like 5 minutes of your time.
Whoa.
He thinks that
I'm a
we're selling
telemarketer.
him something. I mean, kind of.
I'll dial him back.
Okay.
See if I can get him to invest in some life insurance.
Maybe buy some door-to-door meat.
Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, I'm not interested in anything, okay?
No, you're going to be interested in this, I promise.
Take me off the list or whatever.
No, hey, I'm not a telemarketer. I actually want to help you out with something.
Look, man, I don't need help. I'm fine.
I'm not. I promise you. Don't hang up. Hey, are you still there, Eric?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show. And I'm not calling to sell you anything. I'm calling you because I got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What?
Yeah. Now are you a little interested in what I have to talk about?
I mean, not really, but what are you talking about?
You recently went on a date with a girl named Tiffany, right?
How do you know that?
Because Tiffany emailed me and asked me if I could get you on the phone and find out why you're not calling her back.
She works for the radio station?
No, she listens to the radio show and asked if we could call you to find out if she did something wrong on your date because she would like to see you again. So she's wondering why you're not getting back to her.
I mean, I don't know if I want to talk about that stuff on the radio or whatever.
Is there anything?
If she emailed you, she'll tell you whatever she wants. I don't really feel comfortable talking about.
She doesn't know. I mean, unless it's something that is your personal life and embarrassing about you, I can understand you not sharing that. But is there anything I can tell her just to give her some sort of advice?
I mean, like, talk to her about it, and you'll get a sense of why no one's going to go on another date with her.
Well, I talked to her about your date. She told us about it. She said there was an awkward moment where she accidentally hit herself in the nose, and her nose started bleeding.
Yeah, that was one of many incredible moments of the date, yeah.
Incredible, but I don't think you mean
sarcasm.
incredible like an actual good thing, right?
No, I mean it is like the most sarcastic thing possible.
Well, I appreciate you staying on the phone with me for a few minutes. If your date was that bad, don't you think it'd be nice to give her some advice so that in the future when she goes out with people it isn't as painful as an experience as it sounds like it was?
She's just the weirdest person that I've ever gone on a date with.
That's intense.
How so?
You ever meet one of those people that just blows everything up into like the biggest possible deal? Like
oh my God, the traffic was the absolute worst. Like everything is underlined.
Yeah.
Everything is in caps lock. Everything is just 15 exclamation points. She was like, the traffic was the absolute worst traffic I've ever been in. Like, take New York traffic and take LA traffic and take Mexico City traffic or whatever she said and add them all together. That's the traffic I was just in. Can you believe it? And it's like, there's no way to possibly believe that. That's ridiculous.
It seems like you didn't even give her a chance, though. I mean, if you're talking about, she just obviously felt bad about the traffic and was trying to make up for it.
I see your point, but it was with everything. It wasn't just the traffic. It was every single element of our date, every story, every, like, reading of the menu.
Whoa.
You know, like, oh my God, they have margaritas here. Oh my God, I love margaritas, but I want it to be the best margarita. And the margarita comes, and it wasn't just like, take a sip and like, this is pretty good. You want to try it? It's like, oh my God. This margarita is amazing. I've never had a margarita like this before.
I've definitely been around those type of people. I know exactly the type of person you're explaining.
Yeah, you just pray you're not at their table, but you just hear them from the other side of the room.
But come on.
This is the most amazing, life-changing margarita you've ever had, Eric. All right.
They met a shaman on the top of the hill to like taste the salt of the Himalayas on the rim of the drink. No, it's a dumb drink. I tried it, and it was like, yeah, it's a margarita. It's a margarita.
The poor girl was just excited.
Yes, I've had a margarita in my life.
Give her a break. You know?
Hey, we talked to her a little bit, Eric, and I didn't get that vibe from her at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. She described the date as like one of the best dates she'd ever been on, and Eric was the greatest guy she'd ever met.
That's true.
Right. She kept telling, like, she had a bloody nose and like stayed at the table and kept telling her story and was like, and then I'm just sitting there and be like, you know, do you need something? Do you need a napkin or whatever?
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh my God, you're the greatest guy. You're just like the greatest guy. I'm like, you have blood coming out of your nose.
You're like, no, I'm not the greatest guy. I'm just a human, and I noticed somebody else with a bloody nose, and I thought I might give them something to wipe it up with. Hey, Eric, I really appreciate you giving us a little bit of information on your date, man. That's awesome.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm as exhausted now as I was after the date, just thinking about it.
Well, that was the
It
most...
feels like it's like a marathon, or like 3 marathons, or like the longest marathon in the history of the world.
Eric, I should also let you know that Tiffany is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
What?
Oh, hi, Eric. That was really mean. I don't know why, if you were having such a bad time, first of all, that you stayed. Second of all, you were laughing and having a good time and telling stories, too. And third of all, that really was the best margarita of my life. And I'm not ashamed to share that with people.
I suggested more drinks because I was going out of my mind.
Oh, because I'm not all bitter and like, margaritas, who cares?
I was going out of my mind, and I was just praying that the next drink you would see that if that margarita actually was the greatest margarita in the world, then by default, the next drink could not be as amazing. But it was even better.
Of course it could. It's probably from the same batch. That's how they do it at restaurants.
Eric, why you gotta be so mean, right? You're telling me that you didn't have any fun at all with Tiffany. She sounds like a fun girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like, in the, like, fleeting moments where there was just, like, a lull. Yeah, it's great. But it's like I'm sorry, you're just like, you take everything and make it into the biggest possible thing, and it's just exhausting. I can't. It's too much. It was not the speed that I go at.
Okay, so then just because apparently I'm too much for everybody, what speed do you go at? Like, what would you have wanted?
Just a normal conversation. I just want to have a normal conversation, okay? I don't want to have to feel like everything that we're talking about or everything that's been experienced is the greatest thing in the world or the worst thing in the world. I just want to have a calm, just regular, normal conversation.
That sounds like the most boring date of all time. sorry you had such a terrible time. You didn't seem like it. And I'm sorry I was trying to have a good time and make everything fun and nice. That's a horrible thing to do when you're dating. I forgot.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's the most horrible thing you could do on a date.
Eric, do not be mean right now. Come on.
Hey, Eric, would you like to go out on a second date with Tiffany? We'll pay for a second
no,
date.
No, I'm good. I'm okay.
You sure?
No, I respectfully decline.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this. I regret even asking them to ask about a second date, and I would rather punch myself in the nose until my whole head bled out than go on another date with you.
I think, you know what? That is a second date update first. We've had a lot of interesting endings to these things, but never somebody wanting to just beat their face in until they weren't alive anymore.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Anna?
This is Anna.
Hey, Anna, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
From the radio?
Yes. Yeah. Are you familiar with the show at all?
I've heard you guys once or twice.
All right, awesome. That means clearly you were a big fan those 2 times that you listened. Or that once and then maybe the twice that you listened because you keep coming back for more. And
Yeah,
that's awesome.
you can tell.
Anna, I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
About me?
Yeah.
From who?
Well, his name is Eric, and you guys met at karaoke the other night.
Oh, really?
Yes. He says he had a really fun time with you the other night and wants to know why you're not calling him back.
Wait, so he couldn't get in touch with me, so he called you guys?
Yeah. Well, according to him, he's tried to get in touch with you, but you won't call him back or text him back or anything.
He seems to think that you guys connected on a whole nother level.
I mean, when I first met him, we connected and everything was great, but then it kind of went downhill from there.
How did it go downhill?
I don't know what he told you, but we kind of got into some personal stuff. And I don't know if I want to, blast all of his stuff on the radio.
Well, a couple things. One, he is willing to have it blasted because he wanted to do this phone call. I mean, anybody that would call me out of the blue on the radio, I would dish all the dirt on him. And 2, he said that he was out on the date with you and he started crying, talking about something. We thought that was weird.
And he said that he talked about exes, too.
Yeah, and that's basically it. You guys drank a bunch that night.
Yep, that's pretty much what it was.
Was it the crying then? Like the crying turned you off?
I mean, the crying was definitely a lot, but there was one other kind of big thing.
Bigger than crying on the first date.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys, I don't know if I should be talking about this.
Okay, well, like I said, when anybody does one of these second date updates, they know that their business could get put out on the air, so he's prepared for that to happen. He just really wants to know.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. We talked to him, and we said, you might hear something you don't like, and he's cool hearing it.
And he's clueless. Like, he has no idea why you wouldn't be calling him back.
Really? Oh, I didn't think he was that drunk. Okay. Well, so it was towards the end of the night. We both have had quite a few drinks. We took a shot. We took one final shot. And into the night, things get a little rough. And he's telling me all these stories, and then he just starts to cry.
Oh, sweetheart isn't over his ex, is he?
Absolutely not. Not even close.
Yeah.
It was this one particular girl he's talking about. I guess they were engaged.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that's a big ex.
Yeah. So I think they had just recently broken off the engagement.
Yeah.
So he's talking about her. He's crying about her. And then he lets it slip that in order to help get over this girl, he recently bought a hooker.
What? Whoa! Wait a minute.
He told you he bought a hooker?
Wow.
Yeah, he just kind of dropped that bomb.
That's a big bomb to drop.
What did you say to that?
I asked for the check.
Okay. He was so drunk at that point, he might not have even noticed, really.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I mean, the crying is one thing, but then also going the extra mile to be like, and this is how I got over it. And hello, new man.
Oh, my
gosh.
Yeah, I had to get out of there after that.
Oh, my God.
You know who probably wishes they could get out of here right now?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Eric, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Eric?
Hey, Anna, how you doing? Listen, I was joking.
Uh-huh.
I really just, as you were sobbing into your drink, I really don't think you were joking.
All right, look, I don't remember telling you this. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I wasn't joking, but
It needs to be destigmatized, and I think that's really the what we learn from this.
No, Eric, that's not the route
Is
you're
that
going to
what we're
take on
learning?
this one. No, sex work, it's not a moral issue right now.
It's a culture thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not a first date thing to admit. I don't think I did anything wrong.
Eric, you told me in the first couple hours that you had recently slept with a prostitute.
I thought we were connecting. I just felt comfortable with you.
What? There are some things that you don't share with strangers, connection or not.
Yeah.
We just met.
I was drunk. People say things when they're drunk. It doesn't mean that that's the way they are all the time.
You're not buying prostitutes left and right, okay? It's just a one-off.
It's not like you made a bad joke. You told her about a real-life situation where you hired a prostitute.
Just that one time.
But here's the thing, Eric. Right now, you don't sound still even real regretful or embarrassed by the fact.
I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry that I overshared. I'm not sorry about my private life choices. I'm sorry I made that your business.
Eric.
But you know what? Now you know me. Now you know who I am. You know all my secrets.
And now you know if you go out with him and break up with him, he'll be all right.
Well, no, I want you to come. I just want you to know, Anna, that I like you. I like you a lot, but I also want you to accept me for who I am.
Hey,
Wait,
that's some
wait.
brutal honesty,
Come on,
Anna.
but buying a hooker is part of who you are? Is that what you're saying right now?
It's a choice I made once.
So, yeah, it's part of you. Officially, forever, you are a man who has enjoyed the company of a prostitute. And that's okay if you're not ashamed of it.
Isn't a lot of sex transactional? Why is this the line, Anna? I mean, come on.
Eric, all right. You're a very nice guy. I had a great time with you. But you're obviously not over your ex. You're trying to get over her by paying for sex. I don't know if I want to be a part of that.
You don't have to be a part of it. Like that was the past.
You just said that all sex was transactional to a point.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it? I mean,
So if we continue to go out and I do eventually sleep with you, will you just consider me a transaction?
Oh.
not you.
Oh,
right. You just backed yourself into a corner,
man,
Eric. Hey, Anna, would you like to go out with Eric one more time? We will pay for a second date.
Eric, I think you need to take some time to work on yourself.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll run into each other at karaoke again sometime down the line.
Oh.
How about I just give you a week and then you can call me? Give me like a week.
Just a week.
You need more than a week.
I think you need a little more than a week.
Yeah.
Couple weeks. Come on, Anna.
No, I said no. And if that upsets you, I know something you could do to make yourself feel better.
Don't encourage
There you
Anna.
go, Eric.
That's not fair. Don't use that against me.
Hiring a prostitute is one of Eric's best qualities, and don't turn his good qualities against him.
Fine. All right. Are we done here?
Eric, I don't know. Is time up? How long did we have?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Stephanie.
Yeah, this is Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
What is this in regards to?
Well, it's in regards to an email that we got into the show, and the email was about you.
What do you mean?
Well, you recently went out on a date with a guy named Kevin.
Yeah, I did. Who wants to know?
Kevin does, because he told us about your date, sent us an email because now you're not calling him back, and wanted to see if we could figure out if something went wrong.
All right. Is this going to take a long time? Because I don't really want to talk about this.
No, we can get you off the phone pretty quickly. He just wants to know because he really enjoyed going out with you. He said that he thought you had a really good time, and he's tried to call you and text you, and I guess he's getting nothing in return.
I can save you a lot of time. Just tell him I'm not interested, okay?
Whoa. I know you don't have a lot of time right now, but he seems like a really nice guy. He hadn't been on a date.
Yeah, okay, sure.
He's not a nice guy?
No, he's not.
What?
Really? Because he came off as like an awesome guy who has some kids and...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought initially. That's why I decided to go out with him. But I found out that was not the case.
What did he do?
Look, I don't really want to do this. I'm just not interested in Kevin. I don't really want to go into it.
Okay, but you sound upset at Kevin, or
Yeah, I am.
well, now is the perfect time to at least state your case.
Yeah.
And get it off your chest. And if Kevin's doing something that you think is terrible, now's your opportunity to tell Kevin whatever you want.
Okay. So we were at the bar and we were getting drinks and we got carded. And there was this mix-up with the IDs. He got my ID, I got his ID, and I took a look at it, and his ID was a huge turnoff right away.
Is that because? So he told us that your attitude sort of changed after you saw the ID. Are you saying because he was 90 pounds heavier?
No, that wasn't it.
Oh my God, because I had so many mean words about you in my head. If that was going to be the case.
No, that was not the case. But I noticed that he's not an organ donor.
Okay. And
that's terrible. Are you serious? That's incredibly selfish.
So that's the reason?
Yes.
You don't want to go out with him again because he hasn't elected to donate his organs after he dies?
That's exactly why.
Oh my gosh.
I don't appreciate you laughing about this. This is very serious.
All right, well, that's Jose laughing. He laughs at everything, so it's fine.
Death included.
It does.
Well, I don't appreciate it.
Honestly, though, to me, it does seem kind of trivial to not want to go out with a person again because they're not an organ donor.
Look, I would understand if, he was just like a young guy and didn't know better, but this is a guy who has kids. He has 2 kids, and like one organ can save up to 8 lives. I mean, it's not just 1-to-1, So
Right.
the thought of someone not wanting to do that and not wanting to even take the chance of saving that many people, to me, that's incredibly selfish.
Yeah, but I'm an organ donor. I think it's important for me, but everybody has a different reason, and you didn't even give him a chance to explain.
But I don't care. He should know that, and he should look for the box and check it. I don't care.
Okay.
There's no excuse for that in my mind. He needs to understand the consequences of not checking that box.
Why didn't you just talk to him about it if you were that passionate about this cause?
Look, you're not listening to me. The point is, I shouldn't be the one to have to explain this to him. He's an adult. I'm not trying to date a guy who needs a mom to tell him that, okay? He should know that on his own.
Wow, you're really fired up about this, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. You can tell him I think he's a scumbag for not being an organ donor. I'm never going to date him again.
Wow.
Okay. Well, how about this, Stephanie? What if you just tell him that?
I don't want to tell him that. I don't want to talk to him.
Okay, well, it's too bad because he's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
What are you talking about?
I mean, that's the whole point of this was so we could get you two on the phone together.
He's listening?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Stephanie.
I don't want to talk to you, Kevin.
Wow. Look, I feel like I need to at least have the opportunity to defend myself here. I feel like I'm being accused of some horrible
Being
crime.
selfish? Yeah, because you are.
Listen, I don't have anything against organ donors, okay? I think it's
Then why aren't you one?
I don't know. Because I must have missed the box or
That's
it
not
wasn't
a
on
good enough
purpose.
reason, Kevin. Look for the box and check it. It's not that hard.
Okay, I take your point. I wish you could give me a little slack here, okay?
Kevin,
Look,
you have kids, okay? You have kids.
Exactly.
Something happened to your kids.
I have 2 kids who I love more than anything. And they're also a handful, okay? And I got to be on my toes, and maybe I was frazzled or whatever. I'm sure they were with me at the DMV, and that could have been why I didn't check the box. It's not because I'm some weird monster who won't give my organs away.
Well, you need to be more responsible and think about
Why
that.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I shouldn't have to tell you to be an organ donor. You should know that yourself. You're a grown man.
Yes, I would love to be an organ donor. And if you had told me that at dinner, I would have said, oh, wow, I didn't realize that I wasn't. I will get right on that.
Oh, it's so convenient, Kevin. You're saying that because you want to date me again so you can sleep with me.
What?
He said he's not an organ donor.
Actually, Stephanie, I can put your mind at ease because I really, really don't want to date you, and I definitely don't want to sleep with you.
Well, Stephanie, you realize you're coming off as a bit crazy.
You're coming off as a bit naggy, okay? You've been nagging me this whole time, and as if I have to defend my position on standing up for, honestly, the whole human race. I shouldn't have to do that.
What? Wait a minute. Are you saying that because I forgot or I missed to check a box, people have died because of me not checking a box?
Maybe not yet, but someday you're going to kill somebody.
Whoa.
What? Whoa. I'm going to kill somebody because because I'm not going to donate an organ. What, are they going to die of a broken heart? I don't understand. How does that kill someone?
Just because you don't take a weapon and kill somebody doesn't make you not a murderer.
You're calling Kevin a murderer.
I mean, Stephanie.
Wow.
You may have a good point somewhere in there, but you need to be less aggressive about it, I think.
You guys are just being ignorant, and I don't even want to talk to you guys about this anymore.
Well, can I ask you one more question, please?
What do you want? I'm done. You've taken up enough of my time already.
I just want to ask if you'll go out with Kevin on a second date. We will pay for it.
You know, whatever, smart. I don't appreciate this.
Hey, Kevin?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hung up.
Uh-huh.
That's intense, man. I mean, you should be an organ donor, though.
I will gladly go down and register as an organ donor, but not because of Stephanie, but because I think it's the right thing to do. Look, I didn't even know that I wasn't.
All right, well, until you do that, Kevin, in my book, you're a murderer.
Oh, no! Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Heather?
this is she.
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Okay.
I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from a dude that you went on a date with, and for some reason you're not calling him back, and he asked if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Who are we talking about?
His name is Cliff.
Oh, hell.
Wow. You remember Cliff?
That bad, huh?
I never want to talk to that guy again.
Why?
Because he is the sketchiest, creepiest. I can't even.
Was it just the weirdness of the date or the weirdness of the person you were on the date with?
You know those kind of people that get the emails that say, a distant relative of yours just died in England and you will get $1 million if you just provide us this information for the disbursement of the funds. And they actually answer those emails.
That's how I've made my
I
millions.
basically became that kind of person.
You became that. What do you mean by you're that kind of person? I don't understand.
I mean, I'm an idiot for going on a date with him.
Oh, okay.
Like he suckered you into it.
Yeah.
And you knew from the beginning you should have said no.
I mean, from the beginning, I didn't know it, but about 15 minutes into the date, I definitely knew, and I should have just walked away then.
I talked to Cliff. He doesn't sound like a weird guy.
Can I tell you my side of the story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, first of all, we'll put aside the weirdness of our date is going to be test driving cars. Okay, sure. And then we're driving this car for a long time, and he goes, do you think I look sexy in this car?
Did he say it just like that, too?
Yeah, and like really seriously and creepy. He's like, do you like this car?
Oh my God. How did you respond to that?
And I'm like, I guess, yeah. And so then he goes, do you think I should buy it?
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, I mean, if you want it, do you need a car? Sure. You know, I don't know it's just so creepy.
Yeah, that was my fear when we first talked to him about the date, was that he was going to do something like that to try to impress you.
No, it gets better.
Oh, it gets better.
What happened?
So then he pulls over. And he, like, very seriously to me says, you know, I really love this car. I love myself in it. I love you next to me in it.
What?
Would you be willing to co-sign?
No, he did not. Stop it.
Swear to God.
He asked you to co-sign on a loan for a car with him.
Yes, and I said, we just met, and so then he goes on to say, you know, I got in some financial trouble a few years back, and my credit is shot, and I can't buy a car. While I have the money to make the payments and everything, they're not going to give me a loan, and I need a co-signer, and I just think you and I have great chemistry. And I'm like, what is even happening? It's like,
I don't see the problem with that. I mean, I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
What was that?
That was Cliff. Cliff, you're supposed to wait for me to tell her that you're on the phone. Cliff is actually on the phone listening.
Oh, you ass.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much I can take of her, making it sound like I'm some creep or weird or, blah, blah, blah.
How do you think that was acceptable first date behavior?
maybe I was wrong. You know, when I met you, I saw a lot of compassion, and if you had compassion, then you would know that it's not such a bad thing to co-sign with me. I mean, I don't see what the problem.
So, Cliff, you weren't joking when you were asking her to co-sign a loan.
No, I had a, listen, about 3 years ago, I had some problems with my credit, and I'm working on it. And I think me driving a better car would definitely give me a better look.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Buy $100,000 car. That'll, really secure your finance. That's really building financial stability.
So you're saying, Heather, that you never had a rough time in your life, and now you're putting me down. You're keeping a man ways down. Is that what you're saying?
I have had rough times in the past, I guess, but I've never asked a complete stranger to co-sign on a loan for me.
A complete stranger. The second time I saw you, we met one time, and this is the second time.
That's true.
So I'm not a complete stranger. First of all, second of all, when I looked at you, when I pulled over and I looked at you, and it really made a deep connection with you, and I looked at you and I said, you know what? I can really see myself driving this car with you in it. I meant that.
I meant that.
Cliff,
and
are
you could
that
be in it
dumb?
because you could basically own part of this car if you wanted to.
Cliff, I'm totally baffled by this. Do you truly not understand how bad it is what you did?
Man, I mean, maybe I trust people too much.
Cliff, is there anybody else closer to you that you could have co-sign a loan rather than somebody that you're on a first date with?
Well, my family, I mean, I don't really talk to them, but that's a whole nother story.
Because you owe them money, probably.
You know what, Heather? I hope one day that you don't hit a rough time like I did. And, maybe someday you need somebody to co-sign with you, and then you'll remember this time. You'll remember the car hopping. You remember me, and you go, you know what? Karma's a bitch.
All right, well, at this point, I would love to ask if you guys would go on a second date. Heather, will you go out on a second date with Cliff? We will pay for it, and I'll have somebody co-sign that loan.
No.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
pretty clear.
Cliff, I'm sorry, no second date, man.
That's fine. It is what it is. But, hey, Jubal, if you want to co-sign with me, I'm up for it, man.
You're asking me to co-sign a loan with you?
I mean, you were offering,
I didn't offer. I said, I've had to have people do that. And trust me, the only...
No, but you said if she went out with me again, you find somebody co-sign. So
Yeah,
I'll
I did.
co-sign.
Look, me co-signing a loan with you would only make your chances worse of getting a loan.
I don't know. We could always give them free advertising on your radio show.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
I'll do that. I'll risk my job and give them free advertising for plugs on the radio, and I'll co-sign a loan with you even though I don't know you. I'll totally do that for you.
Really?
No, Cliff. I will not do that.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
May I speak to Heather, please?
this is.
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
The radio show?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No?
Maybe.
Do you know who I am, or are you pretending?
Yeah. I've heard of you guys. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So have you ever listened to the show?
Like maybe on accident.
That's
You know
the
what?
best
That's the way
response ever.
most people listen anyway, so congratulations. So that's awesome.
Hi.
Hey, I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where you go out on a date with somebody, and then if you end up not calling them back after that date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask if something went wrong. We recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Uh-oh.
His name is Chris. You guys went out for gelato.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Well, Chris has been trying to get a hold of you, and he's wondering why you're not calling him back.
Oh, God. I feel so horrible. He honestly thinks I'm blowing him off.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He
Okay.
thinks that you want nothing to do with him.
Oh, God. I lost my phone. I lost my phone, 4 days ago or something, and I just got it today. Literally, 3 hours ago, I just got a new phone.
That's not even a lie.
I've just been, trying to put all my contacts back on it and everything, and, horrible that he thinks that.
So are you saying you're not blowing him off?
No, oh my God, no. I had a great time. I was planning on calling him later today once I got all my contacts back and everything.
Well, that's pretty anticlimactic. I was hoping you had something terrible to say about him, but
Oh, no. Sorry
Oh.
to disappoint you. I really liked him. We had a great time.
Oh, that's so
well,
cute.
in that case,
Could you email him or call him and tell him that I will be calling him later tonight?
I could do that, but why don't you just do it yourself? Because Chris is actually on the other line listening.
Hey, Heather.
What? Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry to put you on the radio and have these guys call you. We had such a great date. I mean, we ended it. We said we'd call each other, and then I didn't text or email. I didn't get anything, and I was just worried you didn't want to go on a date again. I really like you. I'd like to go on a second date.
Oh God, I'm so sorry that this happened. I lost my phone, and it's like my whole world got messed up. I'm so sorry that you thought that. And yes, I would totally love to go on a second date with you.
Heather, are you sure you want to go on a second date with someone who would just jump to conclusions like that you never wanted to talk to them again after 4 days?
I might have done the same thing, honestly. I don't know.
Give me something. This is like the nicest second date update ever.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are supposed to be helping me out here, guys.
It's just, usually something dramatic happens, and this is kind of boring.
Well, I mean, I don't really have any issues. I mean, I guess the more exciting part of this is that, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but, we had a good time. And
Heather, you don't even understand the things that we hear in these second date updates from time to time. Like sometimes there was this one guy that we did a second date update with who went on a date with a girl, and then he checked them in somewhere.
Don't
and
do this.
When he got back to the house, there were like comments from his ex-girlfriend, like calling the girl a and saying that he had herpes and stuff like that. Like we've done second date updates where that's happened.
Jubal.
Oh,
Isn't that
my
crazy?
God, that's horrible. That is drama that I would definitely want to avoid. That's horrible.
Yeah, can you believe that, Chris? I didn't tell you that story, did I?
No,
that's a crazy one.
That's really bad. But Heather, should we go ahead and start setting up our second date?
Oh, wait, but before we get into that, I want to tell Heather the story because it's like I couldn't believe it when we did that second date update a while ago where that guy was talking about his crazy ex commenting on his Facebook like that. I mean, Heather, could you imagine if that happened to you? You'd probably never want to date that guy, huh?
Yeah, definitely not. I would not want to be in that nightmare situation.
Yeah, I think most people wouldn't want to be. I mean, with a crazy ex like that and then like claiming that the guy has herpes.
Oh my God, what? Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, that's another thing she said.
In that guy's defense, what if none of that was true? Like, I'm just standing up for that guy. What if none of that was real?
Oh, you're just standing up for that guy, huh, Chris?
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't hear that second date update, but I mean, if none of that's true and he doesn't have herpes and the girl's just crazy, it doesn't make him a bad guy.
You know what, Chris? That doesn't even matter. It still means that he's attached to some kind of psycho ex that could do crazy to you later on. You know what I mean, Heather?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they make movies about it, so.
Yeah, they do. It's a good thing that this second date update didn't end up like that, Heather. I'm really happy.
Oh, good. Me too.
Yeah, and it's cool that we could reconnect you guys. This is like the first positive second date update we've had in a while. That leads me to my question. Would you like to go out on a second date with Chris? I will pay for it.
Oh, well, I was going to go out with him anyway, but if you're going to pay for it too, that's awesome.
Chris, you got your second date, man. Way to go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris, isn't there anything else that you want to tell her before we let her go?
No.
No, I mean, I'm excited for our second date, and I really am sorry I put her on the radio.
I thought there was something else, though.
That she has beautiful eyes, that we had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see her again.
Okay, yeah, that was it. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking about something else.
You sealed the deal, Chris. You sealed the deal. It's good. You're good.
Well, congratulations, Heather and Chris. I hope you guys enjoy your evening out.
Thank you.
Yep, and take care, Heather, because it could be your last.
You're funny. I don't even know what that means.
Okay, you will. You will. All right, guys, have a good one.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Alan?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Alan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. You ever heard of the show before?
The show?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show. So I'm going to take that as a no, you haven't heard. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, sorry.
That's okay. No need to apologize. I'm calling you today because we got an email about you.
Can you explain more?
I'd love to. We got an email about you from a girl named Edie.
Oh, okay.
What?
Well, what did you want?
Well,
Wait, I'm so confused.
She wants to know why you left your date and haven't called her.
I'm sorry. So she reached out to you, or I don't get it.
She emailed us.
She's like legit concerned for your safety, man. And I was too. Like, she described how you left, and it sounds like something horrible happened in your life.
Look, I'm fine, first off.
Okay, that's good.
Can you guys just tell her that my grandpa was ill or something. I don't know. Whatever sounds most realistic.
You wait, you want us to
Well, I'm not
lie?
going to lie to her.
Is he not sick?
Why not?
You don't lie
Because I don't want to lie to her.
Okay, well, you could say my grandma. It doesn't matter. Just like whatever you guys need to say.
Alan!
I'm not going to say anybody's sick. Like, we just...
Okay, don't say sick. Say they're injured. Or say they wanted to spend time with me. I don't know.
Was the date with Edie so bad that you can't even tell us what happened?
It's just not what I thought it would be.
What? I don't understand. Like, you asked this girl out, she told us. You obviously were attracted to her. She sounds super awesome. Like, I wanted to hang out with her after we talked to her. She sounded really nice.
Well, if she's trying so hard to find me, it sounds like she's available, so maybe you can hang out with her?
What?
Oh, ouch!
No, I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
you
date
can
her, man. I'm just trying to help her out.
Guys, I don't know what you want from me.
Well, just a little bit of the truth so that we can tell Edie.
I don't think that would be good at all. I don't think she wants the truth.
Yes, of course she wants the truth. Put yourself in her shoes. Like, she has a date that leaves, like, halfway through the date.
Yeah, but I really don't think that she's going to like this.
What happened?
Well, she's prepared for that. We've told her that she might hear something she doesn't like, so it'd be better to at least tell her so that she knows for future dates, so she doesn't do the same thing.
Why don't you just tell her this? Just tell her that it's all me. It's my fault. It's nothing to do with her.
Okay.
So you just want to tell her it's me, not you.
Lame.
That still doesn't help give her any information about what she can do different. Think of it as paying it forward, Alan.
Okay, look, I don't know what she told you, but I'm a huge Darth Vader fan.
Okay.
Like, I've read everything. I've searched the internet for fan fiction. On nights when I'm not doing anything, I will go through and watch every scene that he is in from every movie.
Wow.
Okay,
Whoa.
so that's crazy, but she obviously likes that stuff because she was at Comic-Con and she met you in your Darth Vader costume. Like, none of that would be surprising to her.
Here's the thing. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Phantom Menace.
No.
Not really. I mean, I know what it is, but, I don't have a lot of Star Wars knowledge.
Right, I figured. So here's the thing. That's when Darth Vader meets Princess Amidala, who's played by Natalie Portman.
Oh, yeah, she's a hottie.
Yeah, absolutely she is a hottie.
Yeah.
Okay, what does this have to do with your date, though?
So here's the thing. Darth Vader and Princess Amidala end up getting together.
Uh-huh.
And they get married, and they have children who end up being Luke and Leia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is what I want with my life. I want to find my Princess Amidala.
Okay.
And so I was at Comic-Con, and I saw Edie, and she was dressed up, and she had all this, great white makeup on. And when I saw her, I, had this revelation, and I was like, that's her. That's my Princess Amidala.
So she was dressed up as Harley Quinn, but you thought that she should be Princess Amidala or whatever.
Well, yes, it's just the way that she was dressed up made her look like Princess Amidala. They're very similar. They have white makeup on. They're, they're really done up. They're very regal. They're very, curvy.
Oh, so
it was like a vision come to life.
Okay.
Okay.
So then when I was at coffee with her, she showed up, and she didn't look like Princess Amidala.
Right.
She just looked like a normal person.
Because she wasn't in costume anymore.
So did you, right?
Well, yeah, but I thought that, maybe that she would still radiate that presence even when she just was in street clothes. But she didn't.
Okay, so she was a normal person and not a character out of a sci-fi movie, and you didn't like that.
Look, I know you guys don't get it, okay, but this means a lot to me, and she wasn't what I was looking for.
Yeah, but even if she wasn't what you were looking for, how rude to just leave someone in the middle of the date and make them, one, worry about you, and two, feel like crap, man.
Well, I made it seem like I had a legitimate excuse. I texted all my friends, and I told them to call me, so that way,
No, it's just coffee. Finish up coffee. It's not that painful because she doesn't look like some princess.
Yeah, but I can't tell her that. I can't tell her, sorry, you don't look like a princess anymore.
Yeah, because
I don't want to date you. That's mean.
Stupid.
Unfortunately, you kind of just did, Alan, because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
I don't look like a princess? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing? I'm listening.
She's been on the phone listening because she wanted to find out why you left the date and didn't talk to her anymore.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't look like a princess. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm a normal person when I'm not at it's called costume play. I don't live in white makeup. What did you expect?
Yeah, it's weird.
What did you expect? I didn't respond anymore. Like, why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Your heart is colder than hot. You are terrible.
I think that was a burn. I don't understand it, but good for you, Edie. Get him.
Thanks. It was a decent burn. No, you are ridiculous. You know, you're sad I don't look like Amidala. I'm upset you don't look like Captain America with his shirt off. Jeez.
You don't know what I look like with my shirt off. Sorry, I know exactly what I want, and that's what I'm going for. Okay?
You could have told me, but instead you ran away like an Ewok being chased by Jabba the Hutt.
You don't even know what you're talking about. Jabba the Hutt doesn't move. He just stays in one place.
I don't even know what this argument's
we don't
over
want to get
now.
way too into the weeds with that stuff right now. That's for a different time. Maybe at a Comic-Con.
I'm confused, Alan. I mean, so are you wanting a girl to remain in costume at all times? Like, I don't get it.
Look, she doesn't have to be in costume the whole time, but when I'm with her, I want to feel like I am in the presence of Amidala. Okay? I want to have Luke and Leia's. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I guess you can't argue with that.
Or can you? I don't really understand it still. Edie, can you argue with that?
No, not going to argue with that. I'm done. Thanks.
Okay.
Well, hey, don't be done yet, Edie. I still have to ask Alan if he'll go on a date with you. Alan, would you like to go on a second date with Edie? We'll pay for it.
I'm sorry. I can't waste time with someone who isn't my soulmate.
Stupid. Dude, you're not living in reality, but okay, man.
A little out of touch.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You're looking for a woman who looks like Natalie Portman, dresses like she's the princess of Naboo, and you won't settle for a regular human?
I knew you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's okay. The force just wasn't strong with us.
Well, okay, Alan, good luck finding your princess. What was it again? Princess, what's her name?
Amidala.
I apologize for disrespecting your future wife. Princess Amidala. And Edie, good luck finding whoever you're looking for.
Normal people. People not from Comic-Con. Thanks.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Billy, please?
this is Billy.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Are you familiar with our radio show?
Yeah, I'm not a listener, but I know who you guys are.
Cool. Okay. You're like a lot of people then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm calling you today because Rachel wanted us to call you. Do you know a Rachel?
I do know a Rachel.
Cool.
Sorry, what's this about?
Did you go out with a girl named Rachel to eat sushi a little while ago?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And have you been calling her back or texting her back since?
I don't really know that it's any of your business.
That's valid.
I mean, yeah, that is valid. It's really none of our business, except Rachel emailed us because she's wondering why you're not calling her back.
Okay, well, what are you, like her brother or something?
No, but I wish I was. She seems nice.
Yeah, she does seem really nice. That's weird.
No, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Rachel wants to know if she did something wrong when you guys went out.
Okay.
She said really nice things about you. She thought you were really awesome and that maybe she's the one that screwed everything up.
Well, what all did she tell you exactly?
Well, she told us that you guys went out to sushi and she has never eaten sushi before. And she thought she might have embarrassed herself because she ended up spitting out some of her food and couldn't use the chopsticks. And then she told us at the end of the date, you kissed her on the forehead and she asked if you guys could go out again. You said, sure. And then that was it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The sushi thing, like, it was just a awkward situation to begin with, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I just, after having gotten to meet her and get to know her a little bit, I just didn't really think that she's the type of girl that I'd really want to date.
Well,
type of girl.
Like anti-sushi girl or more than that?
No. What all did she tell you exactly?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
What, like, it sounds like something crazy happened that she's leaving out.
No, nothing crazy happened. It's just like so we had sushi. It was like awkward and weird, but we got through it, and we ended up like exchanging, celebrity encounter stories.
Oh yeah, she did tell us that.
Oh,
she told
I
us
forgot about that.
she told us the story about her getting caught smoking weed by Tom Hanks.
And you don't like that?
No, I don't know. I actually thought that was cute. She told me that, and then she also told me about another encounter that she had with a hugely famous person that, I don't know, it just kind of unsettled me a little bit.
What was it?
Did she get caught smoking weed by Guy Fieri, too?
That is unsettling.
You guys are hilarious.
Sounds like we're killing you over there, so thank you for the compliment.
You are, kind of.
Okay. In a bad way.
So whatever her story was, you didn't like it?
No, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. She hooked up with a hugely famous person.
Awesome. Who?
Is it The Rock?
She wouldn't tell me who. She told me that she went to this person's concert, like, the mid-2000s, some R&B performer, really popular at the time. She was telling me all this stuff, but she wouldn't tell me who he was, and she ended up hooking up with him. So, wondering, A, why is she not telling me who he is? And B, mid-2000s, R&B performer, hugely popular, who else am I going to think? She's talking about Usher, right?
That's who I thought immediately. That was the first person that came to mind. I'm like, she's the confession.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. I was thinking Usher or Keith Sweat. Either one is pretty cool.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah, for one thing, I'm not really interested in dating someone who sleeps with pop stars, but for another thing, everything that's come out about Usher in the news lately, I'm not really interested in rolling myself into an STD, if you know what I mean.
Why not? They can be fun, dude. They can be fun.
Hold on, all of you right now. She tells you that she hooks up with a major celebrity. You assume it's Usher, and then because he apparently has herpes, you think that she has it.
That sounds like pretty good math.
That is a huge leap, man.
It does kind of make sense.
That is like jumping off a cliff. You are giving her an STD and you know no actual factual information.
Okay, the fact that she gave me was that she slept with a hugely popular R&B star in the mid-2000s. So
it can only be Usher.
No, you guys, there's other
Who else was there?
You guys don't know.
Who is that?
Oh, that's Rachel. She's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah, this is, first of all, I never said who it was. So for you to assume that you know and then make more assumptions?
Okay, well, why didn't she tell me who it was?
Because it's none of your business.
You're the one that brought it up.
Well, because we were talking about celebrity encounters, but it's not like...
How much fun is the game of celebrity encounters if you don't say who the celebrity was?
That's true. I hooked up with a famous person once, not going to tell you who.
I'm really aghast that you presume to know who it was, and by that think that you know my health. Get out of here, honestly.
I will say sometimes I have heard that some people have to sign non-disclosure agreements before they actually do the deed with super famous people.
Look, I never said that I did the deed. I said I hooked up. That could mean kissing. That could mean whatever. See, you're assuming too, Brooke.
Well, I just assume hook up is the same as, getting it really on.
Well, maybe you're a little more fast than me.
That is probably true, Rachel.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're kissing Usher, it's only leading to one place. How do you walk away from that and not do it, even though he has herpes? Whatever.
She never said
it's Usher.
I never, ever said it was Usher.
Okay, fine. So who is it then? Tell us. If it's not a big deal, if you only hooked up and kissed this person, who is it? R. Kelly?
No.
Is it Neo?
Oh, Neo.
No.
Neo is sexy.
No, I'm not going to play the guessing game. It was a funny story. I thought it was a funny story of me being a stupid kid, and now it's just become a Guess Who episode and assumptions about
how fast I am.
I think more than anything, people just want to know who it is because none of us have ever kissed or whatever with a celebrity.
Well, you should be more charming.
Rachel,
A lot of people have said that to me over the years, and I agree with you completely. Why can't you just say who it is, though?
Leave Rachel alone. She doesn't want to say who it is, okay?
Thank you.
It has nothing to do with whether or not she has an STD. He made a huge assumption off of no knowledge, and that's not fair to her.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. But I will assume that she has STDs.
In general.
That is just rude.
Wow. I mean, that's who you are. That's the assumption that you make about people. No, you know what? You're disgusting. You think you know it all. You don't know So I'm happy to never, ever see you again.
Well, don't speak too soon, Rachel. We'll still have to ask him if he'll go out with you again. Billy, would you like to go out with Rachel on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, will you guys pay for my Valtrex prescription as well?
Oh my gosh, you're an a-hole.
You're a pig. You're a total pig.
Oh, Rachel, I am so sorry.
That's what they use to treat herpes, right?
Yeah, we get it.
Yes, everybody got your joke, Billy.
Funny how you seem to know everything about herpes. Now who has herpes?
Yeah, very good point, Rachel.
Yeah.
Very good point.
You could make this so easy if you just told us who the celebrity was. Like, you really got
None of your
yourself in a
business. And it's
situation,
obvious that if we ever were to go out again, you would never let this go. So I'm not interested at all.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
That was...
Okay. Well, sorry, Rachel. Definitely not a successful second date.
No.
And look, we all respect your privacy here. You don't have to tell anybody who it is. But if you do want to text me privately later, I'd be interested.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Ricky, please?
This is Ricky.
Hey, Ricky, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
This is what?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
What is that?
The radio or the radio show? Because the radio is a device that you can listen to a lot of things on. Music programs.
I know what a radio is. Why are you calling me?
Oh, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us about you. Somebody that you know very well.
Okay.
I mean, you have a puppy with her. You should know who it is.
Why are you asking all these questions?
Well, I'm asking you because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So you recently went out with Becca.
Okay. Yeah, Becca. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that sounds funny to you. I don't know why. And she emailed us because she said she's been trying to get a hold of you since you guys hung out all day. You bought a puppy together. You spent the night together, and then you were gone. And she doesn't know why you're not calling her back.
Okay, and now you just want to talk about this.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what's happening. She thought that, I don't know, that something maybe bad happened to you.
She wants to know why you're not calling her back.
Well, I mean, does that even matter?
Of course it matters.
To her, it matters for sure. You guys, you bought a puppy together.
All right, I mean, that's my thing. What do you want me to say?
What do you mean it's your thing? You stayed the night and you wrote her a note that said, "Love Ricky."
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of guy I am. You know, you might get a puppy. You're probably going to get a puppy.
Huh?
Wait a second.
What?
I don't. All right, I mean, if you got to know, I like to buy girls puppies.
Wait a minute, though. That doesn't make any sense. You kept the puppy. Do you have 80 puppies at your house?
I don't know. It's my move. It's my thing. You want me to talk about it? I mean, what? You never heard of something like this?
No, I've never heard of a dude that just meets women and buys them puppies.
Of course you didn't, because it's what I do.
Okay, wait.
Okay, well, what do you do with the puppy afterwards, though? That's the question. She told us that you spent the night, and then you were gone, and so was the puppy.
Yeah, I have this arrangement with my friend. He works at a pet store, and if he sees me walk in with a girl at the pet store, he knows that there's a particular puppy, and I give her the puppy. Works every time.
Wait, I don't get it. Works for what?
You want to pick up a girl, you give her a puppy.
It's true, I guess.
But it doesn't make any sense. You were already out to lunch with a girl before you bought the puppy. I mean, you already picked her up.
It's a first date move, though. You're going to seal the deal if you give her a puppy. It works like a charm, honestly. They love it.
So wait, you're trying to get off of puppies?
I'm not trying to. I do.
Yeah, I mean, we only know one person that's come in contact with you, and it worked with them.
It always works.
Oh my
Dude,
Okay.
that is evil. You are using puppies.
What? I mean, dudes walk dogs, and they get to meet girls when they're walking the dog. I mean, I just give them the dog. I'm cutting out the walking part.
What happens to the puppy, though?
In the morning, I bring the dog back. I bring the dog back to the pet store. Yeah, my friend takes it back.
Oh my gosh!
What, am I going to take care of this thing? You're crazy. Bring it back.
But Ricky, do you understand what you're doing? Like, you're doing more than just getting laid. Like, you are roping these women into believing that you want to have a future with them.
Whatever. If we went out to dinner, am I making a commitment to eat dinner with you for the rest of my life?
No, but you're not taking care of dinner for the rest of your life together it's joint custody of a puppy.
Come on, if you believed that we're going to have a whole life together just because I gave you a puppy. I mean, honestly, that's really stupid.
Oh my God, now you're calling her dumb?
I mean, come on. You just meet this guy and the first day you're like making plans for the rest of your life based on a puppy. I mean, you have to be a moron.
Dude, she
Whoa, Ricky, after that, I would like to tell you that somebody wants to talk to you because Becca is on the other line and she just heard everything you said.
Ricky, are you kidding me? Is that true, everything you just said right now?
Wait, what? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, stop playing stupid. I just heard everything you said to these guys.
Wait, what exactly did you hear?
I heard that you buy puppies to get girls into bed with you.
No, that's not exactly what I said. So
What? That sounds like it was exactly what you said, Ricky.
Ricky, you cannot backpedal on this, man.
No, I think you just like missed something or whatever. I mean, yeah, I buy girls puppies, but like those just stuffed animals. Like I bought you a real puppy, you know? You're the only one, honestly. You're the only one I've met that's special enough that I wanted to get a real puppy for, you know?
Freaking liar.
Ricky,
No, I'm
Ricky,
serious.
I don't think
those other girls, like they just get, a little teeny stuffed dog or whatever. It's nothing. They meant nothing to me.
That's bull. I just heard you say that you have a friend at a pet store and he gives you a puppy to give to girls.
No. I said that my friend's at the pet store, but I had to get the dog, its shots. That's
Oh,
why I
really,
took
Ricky?
the dog back to him.
So if she went back to that same pet store where you got the puppy to begin with, that same puppy wouldn't be at the pet store right now?
No, it's getting its shots. Yeah, and she, so I can have. Why don't we go out? Let's go out Friday, and I'll bring the puppy.
Ricky,
it should have all the shots by then.
Come on, man. Be honest.
I'm being honest.
No, you're not, Ricky. I literally just heard you say that anybody who believes you is a total moron.
No. I mean, that was the other girls. Like, you're not that. You're special. That's why I got you a real dog. I'm not lying. You're just, like, misunderstanding what's happening.
Gosh, Ricky.
When we were having lunch, and I don't know, just, do you remember the conversation we were having, the way we were vibing, the way we were talking about, like, I don't know, like, we have this chemistry, you have to admit. There's just something between us.
Mm-mm.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, and that's why I bought you the dog. Like, it's an instant connection, and I just wanted to give you a dog. So,
Look, I don't know if I believe you.
What do you mean you don't know?
You don't know. Did you hear everything Ricky said, Becca?
I don't know. I mean,
Becca, just listen to me. Like, I don't know exactly what I said before. Like, I was getting a little flustered, like, maybe on the radio, and things are getting confused. Like, if anything came off, like, the wrong way, like, I'm sorry. I know things can get misconstrued. Like, I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you how much I care about you, so.
Shut up!
He's good.
Dude!
Let's just try to, like, move past this, and, like I said, let's get together Friday, and I'll take you out to dinner.
Gross!
I just want to make sure that you're not lying to me.
No! Becca, he is lying to you. He's a con artist. Do not listen to him right now. I know you want to be in love, girl. I know you want that whole day to be true and the puppy love and all
Becca,
that stuff. It's
don't
not.
listen to them. Becca, don't listen to them. I'll see you Friday. I'll pick you up, and then we can go get Sprinkles. And, like, you know Sprinkles' face when, she sees you, like she's going to freak out. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that does sound kind of nice.
Oh, my God. My head is going to explode.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Like I said, she's getting her shots, and, she's going to be so excited to see her mommy, so it'll be fun.
Gross, dude.
Oh, my God.
You
All right,
are
well.
so gross, Ricky.
Let me officially ask, Ricky, would you like to go out on a second date with Becca? We will pay for it.
We're going to pay. No way.
Yeah, of course. I mean, let's just go one more time, and I can prove to you that I'm a good guy and that I really care about you.
Gross.
We did have an amazing time on that date.
I know, we did.
Oh, God.
All right.
You are the most
Well-
beautiful woman on the planet.
I guess it's a successful second date update. Congratulations, Becca. You got a second date with Ricky.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
Becca-
actually I think is a pretty impressive feat. It doesn't sound like a lot of girls get another shot with Ricky.
Oh my God, I'm so excited, guys. I really am.
All right. Well,
Yes, is-
you guys have fun. And I guess, Ricky, the next thing for you to do is get on the phone with your friend and make sure that Sprinkles is still there.
Sprinkles is there.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Ashley, please?
This is she.
Hey, Ashley, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
It's a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. My name is Jubal.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Have you ever heard of the show before?
I've heard of you guys. I don't listen as much, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Maybe you'll listen more after today since we actually get to talk to you on the phone. We actually are calling you today because we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
oh my goodness.
It's a dude named Justin that you went out on a date with.
What?
I can't tell. Was that a good what or a bad what?
That was a creepy what?
Yeah, I understand how that could come off kind of creepy, but we do a segment on the show called the Second Date Update. So Justin emailed us about you because he really likes spending time with you, but now you're not calling him back.
Oh my goodness. I can't even believe he did that or we're even doing this.
Really?
Yeah.
He said some really nice things about you.
Okay.
One, he said you were drop dead gorgeous.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Did you not get that vibe from him that he thought you were gorgeous?
I mean, I get that he was into me, and, you know, I was into him too at first.
Uh-huh.
Then it just, I don't even know if I want to talk about it. It's crazy. It's almost crazy weird. Like, just, I don't know.
You have to
Okay.
tell us because he told us that you guys kissed at the end of the date. Like everything that he said about the date sounds perfect.
So, yeah, the kiss was nice, but afterwards I just had this unsettling feeling because we were kind of emailing. So he emailed me, and, you know, it was a nice email, but the attachment to it is what freaked me completely out.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Did he send you?
All I can think of is like a picture attachment of something that you probably didn't want to be seeing.
Yeah, it's actually worse than what you're thinking.
How? How could it be worse? Because we're all thinking the same thing.
Yeah, no, not that at all. So it was a picture of us in his living room on the night that I was there. Like, it was almost like a hidden camera.
What?
What?
Whoa.
Hold on.
Yeah, and it was a little caption there just, you know, saying how he wanted to go out again, and he had a great time. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, you filmed us? Is this something that you do?
Wait, and you're like, this isn't like a selfie. I'm just totally being clear here.
This is not a selfie. We took no pictures together. There shouldn't have been a picture of us, period.
Whoa. So you
That
think he
is
had like some sort of camera in his living room filming you guys?
Yes, exactly. And it totally freaked me out. I didn't know what to do. It made me nervous. I was done after that.
What do you mean freaked you out?
Wait,
Ashley, this is Justin.
Okay, wait, what is going on here? What is this?
Well, that's Justin who's on the other line listening to this conversation, and apparently he couldn't wait for me to call him in and let you know that he was on the other line. So, yeah, Justin's here.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, right? Wow, you see the extent that I go to just to get you on the phone?
Oh my
Like,
God.
first of all, hi, how are you doing? I mean, we haven't spoke since we had this amazing date, so...
Amazing date, but do you normally do that? Do you take pictures of the woman that you invite into your house and send them to her without her knowing?
That's what you think this is. That's not what happened. I mean, I can understand what you mean by being freaked out about that, but that's not what's happening. I just thought it was sweet.
No, that is so creepy.
How is that
crazy?
How is it creepy? It was no. Oh, okay. Oh, you guys think that I set her up to get her to my place and to spy into some kind of freaky deaky 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
Because that's what
I
you
think
did.
that's exactly what everybody thinks. How did you have a picture of you guys in your living room and there was no cameras in sight?
Right. So here's the thing. It was my security camera that I have set up in my apartment. I have several cameras in my apartment for protection, and that's just the thing to do. Everyone does that. So what happened was I reviewed the tape, because I review my tapes and to make sure no one's trying to creep into my place or anything. And I saw there was this very beautiful picture of us that I captured, and I sent it to her just to kind of get her attention. I thought it would be sweet. It's no different than what Hallmark does.
What? Oh my God, are you even hearing this?
You just don't do that. I don't see anybody that does that. I hear you. It was your security camera, but the nerve of you to send a picture, that's creepy. Nobody does that.
First of all, it's not creepy because you're very beautiful, right? And you have your picture on an app, so you put your picture out there for strangers to view you anyway. And it just so happened that we were together. I mean, what's the difference?
Justin, there's a huge difference. And who puts security cameras in their living room? Like maybe at your front door to get people like stealing packages or something. But like in your living room, man.
Brooke, now I'm sure you have someone has a picture of you somewhere in the universe in their living room right now.
That is freaking me out, man. And what happens if you and Ashley would have gotten it on the couch? Then you suddenly have a video of her that you could do whatever with. Like, no wonder Ashley's freaked out.
Look, I'm not a pervert. I'm not that dude. I would have deleted that, of course.
Yeah, I would have watched it a few times and then deleted it for sure.
But no, I'm not that guy. That's not what this is about. I really did have a great time, and I was just trying to get her attention.
Yeah, you definitely got my attention with that one. And you keep saying it's a security video, but that was a high quality definition, like camera or something.
I don't shortchange my safety, so I definitely go all out for my protection.
Yeah, because you need HD quality photos to catch a crook.
Well, you want to make sure you can see the curves of their face and their body and everything. I'm with you on that one, Justin.
I mean, I get that you guys think it's funny, but if I was that guy, if I was a pervert, why would I be the guy to send you the evidence of my so-called perversion? I mean, why would I send you the picture of it? That doesn't make any sense.
Because you're probably stupid.
Hey, she has a point. That's how most criminals get caught.
Oh, no.
It's true.
I'm not a criminal, I'm not a pervert, and I'm definitely not stupid.
Well, you did send that picture to her, and no matter what, that's a pretty stupid move. You have to know she would be creeped out by that, Justin.
I didn't know. I thought it would be sweet. I thought if she can see her and I together in that moment, she would be able to live out what was in my head.
Yeah, from your 42 megapixel camera that's hidden somewhere in your living room.
Brooke, just calm down. Like, you're supposed to be helping me right now, and you're not doing your job.
Well, I'm thankful that she's helping me out right now. I'm the one who needs the help.
Well, I think I'd like to help both of you out. Ashley, would you be interested in going on a second date with Justin? We will pay for it.
Oh, my goodness. I'm nervous about that. He makes me nervous.
Look, Ashley, here's the thing. We have an opportunity to go out again. Like, I wasn't trying to set you up for anything like that. It was my security camera. I probably just forgot it was on. I'm so used to it. It's just the thing I do. I have it on. And I guarantee you, if we go out again, we'd have an amazing time. You had an amazing time with me on the first date. Did you or did you not?
You're right. Right,
exactly. Right. So let's let bygones be bygones. Ooh. Let's let selfies be selfies, and let's just go out again and try this thing again because I really like you.
He's convincing. Oh, that was pretty convincing.
That was pretty sweet, Justin.
So, what do you think, Ashley? Will you give him another shot?
I'm really skeptical about this. I mean, I'm really skeptical. However, tentatively, I will say yes.
Oh my God!
All right. You better be. Congratulations, Justin. You got a tentative date out of the situation.
Thank you, Jubal. I should say, Brooke. We're working on you right now, but thank you, Jubal. Thank you guys. Ashley. Thank you, America. God bless America.
Yeah.
God bless
be careful,
America.
Ashley.
We'll let you guys work out the details. Update us on how it goes. And Justin, don't show up to that date with like a GoPro on your head, okay?
All right, sounds good.
And Ashley, congratulations to you. You just scored a date with a pervert.
No, don't say that.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, is this Sasha?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Sasha, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
Are you familiar with the show?
Yeah, but what are you calling me for?
Well, I'm calling you because somebody recently sent us an email about you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What'd they say?
Well, they said that you are incredibly attractive and you're also really smart and really funny.
Okay.
And they also said that you're not calling them back and they're upset about that.
Oh my God, you must be all those things if your answer is okay. I'd be like, who? Who said that about me?
Yeah,
no
like,
one ever says that about me.
That's definitely me. Okay.
Okay, so who is this?
All right, I'll just tell you before you hang up. His name is Chris, and he met you at a charity auction.
Oh my
You
God.
guys went out to dinner.
Yeah, we did.
Well, Chris emailed us because he said he had a great time with you, but now you're not calling him back.
Yeah, it's just not going to work out between us.
Really?
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, you
Can
only...
you tell us why?
I don't know. It's like emotionally and physically it could be there, but there's just like no texting chemistry at all. Like it's just not there for me.
Wait,
it's not there.
Hold on. So like emotionally and physically in person, it's good, but on text message, you guys are missing something?
Yeah, it's just like he doesn't know how to text, and I just can't like. It's horrible. I can't.
Huh?
What do you mean he doesn't know how to text, though?
Like, he doesn't text with memes or photos. Like, there's like, sometimes I forget to even, like, reply. I'm just like, where do you go from here? You know?
I'm kind of in awe right now.
Okay, why would that, like, surprise you? Like, when you're texting a boring person, it's way too much work to keep it going.
You know what? I guess I kind of understand what you're talking about. I've texted with some people, and their answers are just short. Their use of punctuation just seems so rude, and I'm like, I don't even want to text with you anymore.
What kind of options do you guys have that your deal breaker is how a person texts? Like, most people's deal breaker is like, I don't know, they don't have a job or they live with their mom or something. Like, that just seems so shallow to me.
Well, I mean, I just need to be entertained, okay? And I like to laugh and have fun. And if I'm not getting that, then, oh, God, I was just bored as
But wait.
Okay.
I just need one more piece of clarity, though. Like, you had a lot of fun on the date, and in person you laughed a lot. It's just via text that you don't like this guy.
Yeah, I mean, in person, like, I'm there and he's there. So, of course, it's like not as much work. But in the texting, it's like, I just need it to be more natural.
You are so not matching the description that he gave of you. Of being smart and charitable.
You don't even know me, and I am all that. But if it's not there, if the chemistry is not there in the texting, which is so important, I mean, God, you must be like old or something that you don't appreciate how important that is.
But, okay, even if I am old and I don't get it, isn't it something you can work on?
Honestly, if you saw some of his texts, no, it's just not there.
Either you have it or you don't, I guess, Sasha.
Whatever.
Well, I'm glad that we can put him on the phone with you right now to talk to you over the phone rather than text you because he's on the other line listening.
He's not on the phone.
Yeah, he is. Chris?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, my God.
So you think I'm boring in text, huh?
Well, you heard it, so yeah.
Oh, brutal.
But, like, what about, like, the date? The date was so much fun, right?
Yeah, but that's just like one part of it. You know, we're not always going to be together and we can't always be physically there. So how many more K's and for sure and ha-has can I take? I just can't.
I don't know what you're looking for in text messages. You want more pictures?
I'm
crazy,
looking
right?
for like some substance, you know?
Okay.
Anything that's funny and not lame.
I mean, not exactly like you're sending like the most interesting texts and stuff. You're like, hey, I have work. Sorry, gotta go.
Yeah, but I bring other things to the party, you know?
What does that even, what do you bring to the party?
Don't make me say it. You know what I bring.
What does she bring?
Yeah, what is she bringing?
Come on, you know I'm really attractive and
Oh,
you know.
okay. So you send pictures of you being hot to Chris, and you think Chris should be sending you some more entertaining memes or whatever, and having a little more fun.
Yeah, why? Why not? Sure.
Chris, is this the same person you went out on the date with? Because the person you described wasn't basing all of her assets on her looks to me.
That's not all that I have. I have so much more than that. I'm really insulted by that, to be honest with you.
You're the one that said what you bring to the party is your attractiveness. That was on you, man.
That's in addition. That's not all of it. So, like, maybe you need to turn up your hearing aid because I was talking about texting.
Man.
Sasha, this is just crazy. Like, we were just having normal text, and I thought we were having a good time, and you didn't say, like, hey, like, you're being boring, or, like, just give me a heads up, Sasha. Tell me something.
Well, I don't understand why I have to spell it out for you.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's why, Sasha.
I mean, it's stupid, but texting is the reason that you don't want to go out with me again. Like, sorry, I'm not like the most awesome texter in the world. I'm a great guy.
Do you really still like her, Chris?
I would go out with her again because I don't know why she's being this crazy on the phone, but in person it was awesome. So yeah.
You're right, Sasha.
Okay,
you
well-
are that hot.
Well, let me ask, Sasha, I have a feeling you're going to give me a very honest answer because you've been very honest so far about everything. But would you like to go out with Chris again on a second date? We will pay for it.
Honestly, not really.
Huh. Not where I thought you were going to go with it at all.
Yeah, so you guys are having a lot of fun and laughs over this, but I honestly believe that the way you text with someone can really show you if you're like soulmates.
Wow.
What?
Emoji heart that.
Sasha, you don't want to just go on one more date?
Still wants to
Let it
go.
go, man. You're better off without her. Come on.
I don't think so, Chris. Sorry, it's not a successful second date for you.
This is crazy. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, you can believe it, and don't text me anymore because I really don't want to have to block you.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You don't have to block your boring text.
I don't think she's kidding, Chris. I think she's
No.
serious.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that would have been an okay text if you did the W's with all O's and then added a cool emoji after it. It might have worked.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Yeah, can I speak to Tyler, please?
Yeah, you're talking to him?
What's up, Tyler? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
Yeah, my name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Yeah, I know the show. Why are you calling?
Oh, you do know the show. Do you listen a lot?
Occasionally, yeah.
Wonderful.
That is a good
Occasionally
review.
is way more than most
Uh-huh.
people do. So thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, but why exactly are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you today because somebody emailed us to do a second date update with you.
You mean that thing you guys do when you go on a date with somebody but you don't like call them back and then you guys follow up?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
You are an occasional listener. Look at that.
Yeah, but I haven't gone out with anybody.
Well, technically that's true.
Yeah, I guess you are right. This is a girl named Leah that you recently met at a golf tournament. She's wondering why you're not calling her back.
But I didn't go on a date with her.
Right. But you still hung out with her.
Yeah, there's that crazy golf day. But that's about it. I wouldn't call that a date.
But it's still fun. Like, it sounds like you guys made a great connection. You spent most of the day together from what we know.
From what I can remember.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, according to the report we heard, everybody was hammered, and you guys especially were very drunk.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I know I was, but I still don't understand why she's wanting to call me. I don't even know, how did she get my number?
What?
I'm assuming you gave it to her.
after you gave it to her.
And it sounds like you guys had quite a connection together. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me why she'd want to go out with you again.
We flirted. We had a good time. Kissed around the 16th hole, but
You did a
Well-
little more than that.
Yeah. There's a reason that you probably would have gave her your phone number.
look, to be honest, I don't recall anything from that day mostly. It was like the 12th hole is like the last thing I have that I can remember.
For real?
Yeah, I remember 12th hole, and I remember getting home in a taxi cab.
Dude, there was like a dinner, there was an auction, there was some other stuff after that. You don't remember any of that.
I've been told all of that happened. I don't have any memory of it.
Okay.
What's the last thing that, I don't know, somebody told you about that you don't remember?
So, well, my friend who took me there, the last thing he told me was that I wandered off, and he didn't see me for a while. He couldn't find me, so he went home, and then I showed up at home in a taxi.
Okay. Well, then have I got news for you, Peter?
Well, obviously, I gave Leah my phone number. You said that already.
Yeah. You did a little bit more than that, though.
I'm confused. I have no clue what you're talking about.
I'm talking about hooking up with her in the back of her brother's truck.
That was blunt.
Sorry, I just let it slip out there like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean no? How could you have zero memory of hooking up with somebody in the bed of a truck?
Well, what? You're serious?
Yeah. Completely serious.
Oh, come on, guys. That didn't happen. I would have remembered that.
Well, it sounds like you don't, and I know somebody who does remember it because I think it is burned into his memory for the rest of his life, whether he wants it to be or not.
His?
Yeah, her brother Peter, who actually saw you guys doing that, and he's on the phone and wants to talk to you right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Tyler, this is Peter, Leah's brother.
Hi.
So awkward, dude. Oh my god.
Seriously? Hi, that's all you gotta say?
I'm sorry?
Could you say that again without it being such a question mark? Like you don't know what you're supposed to say?
Well, I'm just confused. I'm sorry.
Are you confused about the fact that you're a real piece of
Oh!
Well, I'm not. Man, I just don't remember anything.
Peter, don't you think that's, I mean, it's kind of a valid excuse why he hasn't called your sister back since he doesn't remember.
I'm glad to know that. I mean, that makes sense, but at the same time, I can't believe that my sister is feeling so terrible about missing out on hearing from a guy like you.
A guy like me? I'm a really nice guy. I would have called her back. It's just I drank too much that day. It's just a circumstance.
Okay, well, if you're such a good guy, then why don't you call her back now that you know? Because I think she deserves an apology.
I don't even have her number. I don't even know what's going on.
Wait, hasn't she like tried to get a hold of you at all? Hasn't she texted you, Tyler, or called you?
I'm not that I'm aware of. Not from anyone named Leah. I haven't gotten a call.
You're a liar, dude. She said she's called you at least 10 times, left messages. Be a man.
That's a lot of times.
Oh my God, that's the number? Like,
So
I'm glad that it's amusing to you, Tyler.
Oh my God, I saw the number. I just avoided it because I didn't recognize it. You know, thought it was just a bill collector. I'm not going to check my messages if I think they're just trying to get money or sell me something.
Okay, well, now that you know whose number it is, I'd appreciate if you'd call my sister and apologize.
You can tell her that I'm sorry.
You don't want to call her back?
Okay.
Tell her.
Look, it's. I mean, whatever happened. I thought she was cute, but I wasn't like attracted. I didn't see anything going further beyond just like a fun.
Okay, no, I don't want to hear anything else out of you, Tyler, other than I'm going to call your sister and you're going to ask her out on a proper date.
Oh.
Really?
I don't think I could do that.
I think you can, Tyler, and here's why you can, because if you don't, I happen to know who your boss is.
Whoa.
Because that tournament you were at, that was put on by my company. So if you don't remember what happened at that event, if you don't call my sister, apologize, and ask her out on a date, I'm going to report your actions back to your boss.
What? Are you like blackmailing him right now, Peter?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Wait, why would your sister even want to go out with a guy who doesn't remember sleeping with her?
I'm going to give her the chance to turn him down if that's what she wants to do, but he's going to man up and make the call, and if he doesn't, I'm going to get him fired.
Whoa.
Come on, man. Are you serious? You're going to get me fired over this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, guys.
I think he's serious, Tyler. I would call her.
That's a big
Just
brother.
saying.
It was a drunken mistake. Come on. Can't you just give me a pass on this? We've all done stupid stuff.
It was a drunken mistake that happened in the back of my pickup truck, so I'm kind of taking it a little bit personally, Tyler. So you better make this right, ass.
In that case, Tyler, would you like to go out with Peter's sister Leah on a second date? We will pay for it.
Well, I guess I don't have much of a choice, so yeah.
This is the start of a romantic story. It really is.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'll be expecting you to call her by tonight at the latest.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, man, this is a beautiful love story.
Yeah, I can't wait for their wedding.
I don't think there's going to be a wedding, but I'll be calling her.
Great. I'm certainly hoping that there isn't.
All right. Well, that's a successful second date update. Both of you guys take care, all right?
Thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Anthony?
Yeah, this is Anthony.
Hey, Anthony, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
My name is Jubal. I host a morning radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. So I'm on the phone. Also, Brooke is here.
Hey, Anthony.
And Jose is also here, too. He's on the phone, too. So you got three of us on the phone with you right now, Anthony.
Okay.
Okay.
What is this about?
Well, we actually got an email from one of our listeners who was trying to get in contact with you.
What is this? I'm confused. I'm sorry.
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So you recently went out with a girl named Allie.
Allie?
Yeah. And Allie emailed us because you're not calling her back.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That was not a good experience with that person.
Really?
Whoa.
Wait, she said you took a phone call outside and then, like, bailed, like something could have been really wrong. She was worried about you.
Yeah, I felt really bad. I felt really, like, guilty, and so I had to bail. I'm sorry. That was not for me.
What did you feel guilty about?
Well, I don't even know, like, what you know or what she told you or what.
Well, she told us that you guys met on the bus. First of all, weird. Okay. Weird that you're taking the bus.
That is not weird. Just Jubal thinks that.
But she told us that you guys met on the bus and then you went to a shooting range. And in the middle of that, you took a phone call and then were nervous and left and haven't talked to her.
It wasn't my idea to go to the shooting range, so...
So you didn't like the shooting range?
Well, parts of the shooting range were not for me.
But how is
Like
that
the bathrooms
her fault?
are dirty, or what do you mean? Like, what part didn't you like?
Okay, so we were at the shooting range and we shot some bullseyes, and she was helping me, and that was all right. That was fine. And then there were the silhouettes of people, and we shot some of those. That was fine too.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had this papered picture of a deer to shoot, and I don't know. I love animals, and she was just it was right there, and she was like, "Come on, do it!" To shoot this. I know it's not a real deer, but it was just she got me to shoot it, and I just felt immediately just so bad, just not good at all.
Oh, that's really sweet. You felt bad shooting a fake deer silhouette?
It wasn't a silhouette. It was a picture. It was looking at me. I could see its eyes.
So you shot Bambi,
Sweetheart.
and you felt bad.
Don't say that. That makes me feel even worse.
Oh. Anthony, I think that's fine to have those emotions. But why does that make you not want to call her back?
Well, I was feeling bad about that, and so I went outside and I called my mom, and I wanted to talk to her about it. And I was like, I feel like I'm a bad person, and she said that, yeah, I am.
Oh my gosh, she confirmed that you were a bad person?
Well, yeah, I mean, the way she said it's you start with paper deer,
and then what's next? Plastic deer. Then it's just you're getting more normal until you hear real deer. You're just getting used to it.
It's a slippery slope.
It was a
Right.
gateway deer, is what you shot.
She says it's probably a bad influence.
So she thinks that Allie is a bad influence on you because she wants you to kill animals.
My mom didn't raise me that way to shoot deer, paper deer, anything shaped like a deer. We loved animals.
Okay. But you were cool shooting the silhouettes of people, just not the deer.
Well, they didn't have faces.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. They can't look at you, Jubal.
Just a black silhouette. That's true.
Good point.
Honestly, maybe it's just the way I was raised, but I think shooting a deer would hurt me more than shooting a person.
Okay. Why didn't you just tell her that?
Well, she was so into it. She was like excited. I came back. She shot the deer more.
That must have been just horrible for you.
She just couldn't stop shooting the deer.
She was really into it.
Oh my God.
Well, Anthony, I do need to let you know that Allie is actually on the other line right now, so it's a perfect opportunity for you to confront the paper deer murderer.
She's on the phone?
Hi,
right
Anthony.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell me she was on the phone?
I'm sorry, Anthony. Short memory. I forgot that she was there. So, yeah, she's there and wants to talk to you.
Yeah. Hey, why didn't you just tell me?
I don't know. I didn't even know that I'd have to talk to you again. I didn't think this would happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's healthy to talk things out, you know? Like, if I'd known that the animal thing was really going to upset you, we didn't have to shoot that. We could have stuck with bullseyes the whole time. I mean, I just didn't know that.
Or people. He was fine with people.
I don't know. How was I supposed to tell you that? Like, was I going to call you and tell you that I had a hard time shooting the paper deer?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that being awkward.
I think the hardest part of that conversation would have been saying, I had a hard time shooting the paper deer, and then I had to call my mom about it.
It's funny. I mean, it's just a paper deer. It's not even like you shot the real thing. I mean, come on. It's not a big deal.
It is a big deal. It had eyes. It could see me.
And you know what? I mean, no matter what your mom says, I'm not a bad influence on you. I'm helping toughen you up.
Don't talk about my mom, okay? You don't know what my mom knows.
So, did Mommy help you get over everything after you got back from the shooting range?
I mean, I dealt with it. Like, I went home and I cried and I donated $200 to a wildlife foundation.
Oh, wow.
Anthony!
You really took this hard.
That's good, but
a lot of people would say that hunters have more respect for animals and what they eat and the time that they put into getting their food than people who just go to the grocery store and buy meat.
Right?
Yeah, but then they shoot them.
Right, that's the whole point of hunting.
I guess now would be a bad time to say that, like, I grew up hunting and I have antlers mounted on my wall.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not good. You should take those down.
But it's not a big deal. I mean, I really just can't believe you're serious that this is really happening.
But you've killed them.
I mean, yes, I killed them, but I ate their meat, so their life didn't go to waste.
That's so gross.
Oh man!
All right.
Dinner date's gonna be real hard for you too,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I mean, are you a vegan?
I'll eat like chicken and fish, but I won't eat like bear meat or forest meat with a face.
Forest meat.
Oh,
Anthony, you know that they get chicken and fish with a shotgun, right? They stand outside of the water. And...
No, the way they do it is a lot more cruel.
Stop talking about this, please.
Well, how about you guys go talk about it in person and go on another date? Anthony, would you like to go out with Allie again? We'll pay for it.
I'll eat a steak.
Oh, wow.
I don't appreciate the laughter, and I don't appreciate the offer. I don't want a steak, especially when I'm with someone who might have killed the steak.
So is that a no, Anthony?
It is a firm no.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, Allie, I'm sorry. You did not get a second date out of the deal.
I'm not. I mean, this was way more entertaining than our first date, and I'd really like to keep eating meat, so I'm totally okay with this.
Okay.
Anthony, thank you for your time, man. Hopefully, after some counseling and stuff like that, you'll be able to get over shooting that paper deer.
I mean, it's going to be hard to forget, like it's stuck in my memory. But I mean, I just have to find somebody who believes the same things I do.
I think you already found her. I think her name is Mom. So I think you're good.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Casey, please?
This is she. Who's this?
Hey, Casey, how are you? My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who are you calling from?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, I don't know you.
No, you don't, Casey.
All right, no, you don't.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we're meeting now. I'm calling you today, Casey, because one of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
Who? I don't understand what's happening.
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And you recently met a dude named Gavin while you're out at the club.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Whoa.
It literally sounded like you just threw up in your mouth right now.
Yeah, because I did.
Gross.
Right. So Gavin told us a little bit about meeting you. He said he liked you a lot and he thought everything was going fine, but then you left his house and called him a pig and said you never wanted to talk to him again.
That's right.
Okay.
So you can understand why, I don't know why he'd be confused though. Like, according to him, everything up until that moment was great.
I think he knows why.
No.
Well, we talked to him and he has no idea. Do you want to tell us?
The guy's a pig and he knows it.
He actually doesn't though.
Think about this, okay? So he's a pig and he's going to continue being a pig unless he knows why he's a pig, and he has no idea. So if you tell us, then we can tell him, and maybe he can change his ways and not be a pig anymore. You could help turn that pig into a beautiful butterfly.
Now, let's not go too far, right? Like, she threw up in her own mouth, for God's sakes. I think that may be a stretch.
I just know that he's a cheater.
Whoa.
How?
And how do you know that?
So I don't know what he told you, but we were having a good time. We were. And we were on his couch, and then he went into his room. And so I looked up, and I saw that he had, you know, those Amazon Echoes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I just met him, and, you know, I got to take care of myself. And my girlfriends have told me that you could find out a lot about people from their Amazons, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was cheating with Alexa, which would be terrible.
Wait. How do you find out stuff about somebody from their Alexa?
Well, you know, you can grocery shop for groceries with your Amazon account. And so I asked Alexa, what's in your shopping list? And so he had a couple of like razor blades and shaving cream and cotton balls. And then it started getting into stuff like feminine hygiene products, secret deodorant, like CoverGirl makeup.
What?
Yeah, and he lives in a one-bedroom apartment, so this isn't a roommate. He's clearly living with a woman and must have been his girlfriend. So,
Oh my God, you
Or
are
he's using that stuff for himself.
tampons? Really?
No, Jubal.
They can be fun if you know how to use them correctly. Okay? Don't
Dude.
ask me how I know that, but they can be.
Casey, you are like a genius sleuth, I feel like, right now.
I've got to take care of myself because there are a lot of guys out there who will just sleep around, and I'm not that kind of girl.
All right. Hey, I'm sorry. I gotta say something.
What?
Oh, sorry, Casey. That's Gavin. He's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Casey.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you come in like that, Gavin. Really? Really? She just busted you, dude.
Yeah, but because I'm not worried because it's all the stuff's from my mom, man.
For your mom?
What?
From my mom. I get free shipping.
So you say. Anyone can say that. I can. Yep. No. There's no way that can be your mom's. That's just bullshit because your mom wouldn't wear CoverGirl makeup.
My mom had me when she was a sophomore in high school. I got a young, hot mom.
What? What?
Oh, God. Now it's getting worse.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Hold
Sometimes people
on.
think she's my sister.
Gavin, that doesn't... You're not buying tampons for your mom. I don't even buy tampons for my mom.
Look, I understand you're upset right now, and that's okay. I forgive you, but I didn't do nothing wrong.
I forgive you.
What is there to forgive? You're the one.
You left me hanging.
Yeah.
It was about to go down, and all of a sudden you call me a pig, so...
And you're a lying pig. I mean...
Look, I don't know what you've been through, that you're so distrusting, but
I promise
Oh,
you, there's
no.
nothing going on.
Classic. He's trying to turn it back around on you, Casey, and make you the crazy one. Don't take it. Don't take the bait.
Yeah, no, I'm not the crazy one. You're the one who's buying tampons for your mom and CoverGirl makeup, right?
Yeah. Gavin, why are you buying all your mom's feminine hygiene products?
Because I love my mom.
No, you're a liar.
It still sounds weird. Like, a lot of people like their moms or love their moms or whatever, but they don't usually buy them tampons and makeup.
She gives me a list, and I order this stuff.
Okay, wait, hold
I don't
on.
know what's so hard to understand.
Why doesn't she just, I don't know, maybe go to the grocery store or order it herself?
Because she would have to go to the grocery store to do it. She could just tell me what to do, and I get it. She don't understand computers and all that.
Wait, you have a hot young mom who doesn't understand computers. Now your story is really starting to unravel here, buddy.
Well, she grew up in the 80s.
When I left the other night, I was 100% sure you were a liar, but now I'm 120% sure you're a liar, and you've got this mama's boy complex.
Okay, all I'm saying is there's still time to salvage something out of this.
What?
We never had anything. Come on.
You are still not trying here, Gavin. Are you really?
I am. She's a beautiful woman.
You know, at this point, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. Maybe your lies would work with somebody else at the club, but not me. I wasn't born yesterday. I thought you were just a run-of-the-mill cheater, but now, oh, God, no thanks.
Okay, well, in that case, Casey, I would love to ask you if you'll go out with Gavin on a second date. We will pay for it.
You know, I have to go right now. I have to go to work. This is taking up a lot of my time. God, what a way to start the day.
Can you pick me up some tampons on your way back? No, I guess I'm not getting my tampons in. Unless Gavin, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Gavin, you're a dirty dog. I cannot believe you. You lied to us too, man.
How do you know I lied to you?
Because I'm not an idiot, Gavin.
I don't know.
Really? You're going to go buy tampons for your mom next,
If
Jose?
she asked me, of
no,
course
you
I
would not. That is such a lie. Even online, you guys wouldn't do that.
I might be lying to you. But you don't know that.
We can't prove it, so you know what, Gavin?
You're sick, dude.
Casey, the girl that you called, doesn't listen to the show, but you do, so I trust you over her.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Zoe, please?
This is Zoe.
Hi, Zoe. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Jubal?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Do you know Jubal or do you not know Jubal?
I've heard of... Wait, where are you guys from?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio program. Some people might call it a showgram.
Oh,
No,
that's smart.
It's a radio show.
Wait, am I on the radio?
Do you want to be?
What?
Because we can make that happen because it's a radio show, you know? We can make that happen if you want to be.
Why are you calling me?
Do you want to know why?
Yes, that's why she asked, Jubal.
Okay, cool. We're calling you because we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Who?
Well, his name is Victor, and you guys went out on a date.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why would he email a radio station about our date?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update, so Victor is confused why you won't call him back.
That's weird.
It is.
Why? Because it should be obvious why you're not calling him back? Is that why it's weird?
I mean, I would have thought so.
Really?
It was odd. No.
You know, Zoe, from Victor's description of the date, he also knows it was kind of weird, but he really liked you and would like a shot at a do-over, but he says he can't get a hold of you. I mean, what's the reason that you don't want to call him back?
I mean, we're very different people. I mean, I've been on several, first dates that were a little off, but this one was just like, I can't explain. I don't want to embarrass him or anything, but
We talked to him already, and there's no way you could embarrass him any more than he's already embarrassed himself telling us about the date. So
he told us a lot.
Okay, well, then you probably already know. I mean, it was kind of inappropriate what happened.
Oh my God, it was the hug. It was the weird back hug, wasn't it, at the end? He told us about the surprise hug. He came up from behind, I would have punched him.
Awkward.
It was awkward, but he didn't seem harmful, so no, I didn't punch him or anything. But that wasn't even the weird part, honestly, not the weirdest part of the date.
Are you talking about him showing up late and smelling like a used gym towel?
No, I knew something smelled, but I didn't notice him smelling any particular way.
Okay, so what are you talking about then? Because those are two really big red flags that he described to us.
Okay, so the conversation, it got pretty in-depth, which is kind of nice on a first date, but I don't know if he was doing it on purpose, but he just got a little too personal with some of his questions.
Like what?
Okay, so we talked about goals in life, which I think is pretty important. And he's very much a numbers guy. And he said he wanted to retire early.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me, had I ever thought about it? When did I plan to retire? And I said, well, I haven't. I'm like in my mid-20s. It's just not something I've really thought about. Mm-hmm. And he gets kind of focused at this point and takes out his laptop at the restaurant to start to see when I can retire.
Wait, he's like analyzing her financial situation?
Yes. He's like asking me, like, what do I do for a job and how much money do I make? Do I have a 401k and savings and all this?
Wow.
Wow, that's a little...
It was a little creepy to me. I didn't want to tell him. All of that's kind of personal. And I said, well, I don't really know. And he said, well, just guesstimate.
So it's more like he's your financial planner at this point rather than you're on a date with a dude.
Right. I'm trying to think about, do I want to, like, give you a kiss at the end of the night? Not when do I want to retire?
All right.
And it got really weird because I said he asked if my parents were rich. And he said, well, what is their estimated date of death, do you think?
Oh, no way.
Oh, my God. It'd be more concerning if you had a date.
When we talked to him, he told us that you guys had some really deep conversations.
Oh, my gosh.
Really deep, like too deep.
Yeah. He took that as having a deep, meaningful conversation, and you obviously took that as a weirdo who's trying to figure out when you can retire and when your parents are going to die.
Yeah. I mean, is this what he does all the time? I don't know. It weirded me out.
Yeah.
You know what else is weird? He's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you right now.
What? He's been listening this whole time?
Yeah.
Zoe, there is nothing wrong with what I did. I was doing you a favor.
Oh.
Usually I charge like $500 for my services.
Oh.
But you don't talk about that on a first date. I mean, who brings a laptop to a first date anyway? Look, you were asking me all these questions about money, not what, my life aspirations were, or did I want to have kids one day, all these important things, and it was just numbers.
Well, we were going to get to that. I mean, everybody should be educated about their finances.
That would have been on our second date.
The personal stuff first.
I mean, I was really concerned. You didn't seem to have a clue.
What? It really wasn't what I was worried about at the time.
You can't just go and call her clueless right now. I mean...
Well, listen, she had no idea. She had no clue when she wanted to retire. How to retire. What kind of payments to be making in the meantime. How to set herself up. I mean, it was atrocious.
Maybe she just didn't want to discuss it with you, basically a total stranger.
Yeah.
On a first date.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you,
this was
Zoe.
a date, Victor, not a meeting set up so you could do her financial plan.
Well, it just seemed important, and this is how I showed I care.
Oh, okay.
What are those, like your 7 love signs or whatever it is to show how you love someone?
There's only 5, and I guarantee you that's not one of them.
You don't think financial planning is a love language? I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's not. And why would you ever even ask me when I thought my parents would die? You didn't even ask their names. It's not appropriate.
Because I didn't mean that I wanted to know when they were going to... Well, I mean, I did want to know when they were going to die, but not for the creepy reason. It's just that the average men die at 84.7, and women are at 87.3. And I thought that I could calculate, therefore, how, when, and if you're going to get an inheritance, given the fact that that would be roughly around the time that they may pass. And I could factor it into your retirement plan.
I'd rather think about them living to like 120. I love my parents.
But not to mention, if you're the oldest daughter, statistically, you're going to be the ones financially responsible for taking care of them in their old age.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to that yet. I'm very aware. That's a very important factor. But she kept blocking me on the inheritance aspect of it, so I couldn't get that far.
Oh, that's terrible.
She's an inheritance blocker.
This is so ridiculous. Why are we even talking about this?
Well, because Zoe, I think you need to hear the hard truth, and that's that you have got to get yourself set up for a good future, you know?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Victor. Victor, you were the one that called us and you wanted a second chance. What happened to that? Like, she told you what was wrong. Why aren't you apologizing instead of just attacking her further?
I'm not trying to attack her. Look, I mean, this is very important. You know, I mean, it's your financial well-being in the long term. We're talking about a relationship. It's long term. Come on, where's your head?
It's a first date.
But shouldn't you know whether you're compatible with the person before you even start to care about the finances?
Yes.
I ran the numbers. I'm compatible with her.
I believe you did the research, Victor. I do.
You know what I mean? I guess I'm just more of a planner than you guys are, you know?
I don't know. I'm trying to plan a second date for you, though. Zoe, would you like to go on another date with Victor? We will pay for it.
You know, as tempting as it is, no.
Yeah.
No offense. I don't think we're going to be that compatible because you're going to want to talk numbers, and I'm not. So thank you very much, but no.
Yeah.
Zoe, thank you for your time. Sorry it didn't work out for you.
It's fine. I don't want to go out with them again anyway.
Yeah.
And Victor, I'm sorry that didn't work out with Zoe, but, you know, if you have time to get dinner soon, I could probably use your help with a few things.
You've got my number.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Kara, please?
This is Kara.
Hey, Kara, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Great. This is weird.
I can understand how you'd think that. I'm actually on the phone with you right now because we're doing a segment called the Second Date Update. And basically, we want to ask you some questions about a date that you went on recently with a guy named Joshua.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. The thing is, he really liked you, and he asked us to call you and find out why you're not calling him back.
What?
Yeah.
He wanted what? He wanted you to call me?
Yes. He sent us an email and told us about your horrible first date.
What did he tell you? Exactly.
He told us that he met you on eHarmony, and you guys were on your way to a concert. And he said on the way to the concert, he was talking to you and wasn't paying attention, and some dude ran out in the crosswalk, and he ran over his foot. Then you screamed, and then he put the car in reverse and kind of hit the guy again.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So is that the reason you're not calling him back, the whole accident? Because he said that you left while he was giving a police report.
I was pretty shaken up. I mean, I've never even seen anyone hit by a car, much less being in the car. I was in the car. I mean, it was so crazy. And then I had to tell him, you hit someone. And then we backed up and we hit him again.
Well,
it was like,
but the guy was all right, right?
I mean, he did send me a text message later telling me that the guy was okay. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe he's just calling me to, you know, ask me out on another date. Be like, oh, yeah, the guy's fine. Sure, you want to go out again? I mean, we hit someone on a date.
Okay, but that was an accident. I understand if you feel like that's a bad omen for a first
but
date.
an accident, like, what's going to happen on date number 2? What are we going to do?
There's all sorts of options now, I think. You know, the crazy door has been opened. You guys can just run through it full speed together if you want.
I'm cool not going through that door. Like, you know, I'm good.
Why wouldn't you text him back, though, after that and just say, hey, that was too much for me on a first date?
Look, there were other reasons. That was not the only reason. I was just done with that date.
Wait, there was more than hitting a pedestrian.
Yeah.
What's worse than that?
I mean, I'm not saying it's worse. Like, I'm not saying we, like, killed a family. Like,
that would be worse for sure.
But, I mean, I was on this date for, like, I don't know, 10 minutes prior to the incident, we'll call it. I got in his car, and Joshua wears an ungodly amount of cologne.
Oh.
It was like being in the back of a cab in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Just horrible. Okay. And you know what?
Migraine.
Depending on the cologne, that could be worse than running over a person.
I mean, that person was okay. If I stayed in my car much longer, I would not have been okay.
So that's why you left. You didn't actually leave because of the pedestrian. You just didn't want to ride home.
I'll be honest, it was like, dude, my asthma was going to be like, hello. Like, there was no way. There was no way. And I'll be honest with you, like, I don't understand how it is that he could have sprayed that on himself in the morning and was like, yeah, I smell good. Like, no way.
Excuse me, can I talk now?
What's going on?
Okay, that's Joshua. He's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Kara, what is up? Why are you saying this? You know that's not true.
Joshua, look, I did not know you were on the phone. And I am really sorry that you had to hear it like that, but it is true. I'm sorry.
I put on a little bit of cologne because I cared about the date. I wasn't swimming in it.
I'm sorry. Like, I feel bad kind of right now. Like, I'm glad you cared about the date, but it's not that there's nothing wrong with, in general, putting cologne on, but don't you remember I rolled down the window? Like, it was really cold outside, and I rolled down the window, and I was like, hey, look at the fresh air. This is great. You didn't think anything was weird about that?
That was part of the distraction that, all right, look.
If you wouldn't have rolled down that window, he wouldn't have had to hit somebody.
I will have you know that I get a lot of compliments on my cologne, and the majority of them are not from family members.
Well, that's fine. Then they can go out with you and be in a small enclosed space and have asthma, but not me. I felt like I was going to die, okay? Not unlike the person you ran over, and I didn't have my extra inhaler with me.
Well, the person that I accidentally ran over his foot was nowhere close to death, which I would say is, maybe similar to how your cologne... Okay, look. All right? Okay, fine.
You're in such a predicament right now, Joshua.
It's not about the cologne. I cannot wear cologne. I can change that, all right? I just think that I got a good vibe from you before all this stuff happened, and I'm sorry. And
Which part are you sorry for? The cologne or the almost dead dude?
I mean, he's not almost dead. Come on.
Wow.
This was found out in a court of law. He was fine. But
honestly, I'm just trying to give you feedback about your cologne. It just doesn't smell good, and the amount didn't smell good. And I'm not trying to be mean. It is what it is. And besides, I didn't know you were on the phone. They tricked me.
So wait, were you attracted to him before you smelled him? No, I'm serious, because the smell is automatic turnoff, but there could have been something pre-smell.
When I saw his pictures online and we communicated online, it was really cool. And when I saw him from far away, it was great. When I walked up close, not so great. But and I don't mean he was ugly. I mean it was the smell. But from far away, it was good. I mean, it just once you got closer.
Can you please stop talking about how bad I smelled?
Well, Josh, do you want to go back to talking about the guy that you hit? We have two options here.
That's a good point.
I feel like there's a door number 3 that we're not even talking about here, which is we were having a pretty good time before I hit someone. And,
That's a really weird thing to say. Okay, but anyway.
I know, I'm just acknowledging the elephant in the room that we've been talking about this whole time, but if when it comes to the cologne, I don't need to wear any cologne. I could just wear deodorant. I could not wear deodorant. I could not have any of that.
Please wear deodorant. I don't care if you're going out with me or not. You should be wearing deodorant and none of that natural stuff, actual deodorant.
So actual deodorant. Well, all right. How about this, Kara?
I don't use crystals. I have never. Okay.
Okay. Let's not get into deodorant brands right now. I just want to ask Kara a question. Will you go out with Joshua one more time? You can take public transportation. He won't wear cologne, and we will pay for the date.
It's a pretty
Will you
good
go out
deal.
with him one more time?
Kara, come on, please, just give me a second shot at this.
I feel like I'm on Let's Make a Deal.
We met on eHarmony. We are a great match for each other. We could end up with each other.
That's right. That's the place that claims to find the perfect people.
Yeah. I've seen the commercials.
eHarmony never said he would hit someone in a car either. So,
that would make for a weird ad campaign. But
yeah, that's true.
See, he's funny.
So, will you give him one more shot if he doesn't wear cologne? And you guys can talk about the whole car accident thing later, but
you have
will
to
you
say
give him another
yes.
chance?
okay, the thing is, it's no cologne, not pick another brand, no cologne.
Joshua?
I don't trust your ability to bathe yourself in it.
If you go out with me, I promise I will not wear any cologne. I just feel like we had a good vibe before things happened.
Will you do it, Kara?
Okay, but if I show up and I smell anything on you, any cologne, I'm leaving. And if your bumper is damaged or I see blood or hair on the front of your car, I'm done.
I have already cleaned the car. You can't see anything on it. So,
well, that's really good to know.
right,
yeah, isn't that wonderful?
Good. Congratulations, Joshua. You got a second date.
Yay.
oh, Kara, I'm excited to see you again, and I promise you won't regret it.
Unless he runs over another person.
Oh, wow.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Christian, please?
Yeah, this is Christian. Who's this?
Oh, Christian, cool. I just want to say that you don't know me, but I know you very well.
Okay, that comes off creepy.
What is this?
What is this?
Who's calling?
Who's calling? That's a really loaded question,
Just
Christian.
tell him. What the...
Who is anybody, really? You know?
God, don't get philosophical.
I mean, who are we all?
Look,
Like,
I don't have a lot of time. I'm on lunch. I just love to know what's going on.
right, well, I was trying to give you some food for thought over your lunch break, but I guess not, Christian.
Oh, God.
Christian, my name's Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Okay, and that would be why I started off the phone call with stupid jokes instead of just having a conversation.
Is there something you guys need from me?
Yeah, he's like, you're an expert on this, so I get
What
it.
do we all need, Christian?
Yeah,
What
okay.
do we need in
Drop
life?
the joke. The joke is over.
Yes.
Hang up, dude.
Christian, don't hang up. There is something that we need from you. We actually got an email about you from one of our listeners, and they asked us to call you.
Really? Are you being serious?
I don't know, Christian. What is...
Yes, yes,
Yes,
we're
I-
being serious. Oh my God.
Yes.
I don't even have the patience for him right now, Christian. I'm sorry.
Christian, I'm being serious. One of our listeners emailed us because they wanted us to contact you.
All right, who?
Her name is Penny, and you guys actually know each other from middle school, and then you guys went out on a date.
Oh, my God. Honestly, I want Penny to leave me alone.
No, that is not the response I was hoping for, Christian.
What?
Christian.
Yeah, I really... I'm sorry, guys. No offense to you, but I don't need to hear from her again.
You don't... Well, why? Why are you so upset? We talked to her. She sounded nice.
She scammed me. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
What do you mean she scammed you? She said you guys had a lovely dinner date and that you're cute and you make her laugh. Like, whoa, what a scam.
That's really sweet of her, but that is not how our night went.
What?
Well, what happened? Because we talked to her and she said everything was cool.
Well, did she tell you about her friend who sat down at the table?
She did.
Yeah?
And did she tell you that they attempted to scam me?
No, she...
How?
She didn't tell us that. What do you mean?
Well, both of them were clearly part of some, those things like multi-level marketing schemes, like pyramid schemes, and they tried to run one on me at the table.
What? What? They tried to get you to buy some cleaning products or like a pair of ladies' tights or something and you weren't into it?
No, actually, it was water filters.
Oh, you're kidding.
They're trying to sell you water filters?
Yeah, not a joke. They were trying to sell me some pure as Amazonian rainwater water filters.
Look, man, it sounds like you're upset about that. I think it sounds fabulous.
Oh, come on.
On a date, it's
Are you
not.
sure you didn't just misconstrue what they were talking about their work and you just thought that they were pitching you or something?
It was just way too coincidental. Her friend comes over to the table. Oh, they both love selling water filters. Oh, they want me to sell water filters. Oh, you have a pamphlet on how to sell water filters.
Oh, wow. What's next? Okay.
Excuse me, Christian. This is Penny on the phone. And I don't feel like I'm really being fairly represented right now. Am I allowed to cut in?
Even if you weren't, you just did, so that's fine. You're on the phone now.
Well, I feel like I'm being dragged in the mud, and I want to defend myself.
Why is she on the phone? Are you? Is this all part of this scam? Are you all trying to sell me water filters?
No, Christian, not yet. Not yet, at least. We're not in the water filter business, but it sounds like Penny is. But we did sort of scam you because, yeah, she's been on the phone listening this whole time.
I'm just really surprised, Chris. That just sounds. I feel like you're making it sound like I was there to sell you a water filter. It was like my friend just happened to be there, and it. Just because we like what we do doesn't mean that we're trying to sell you a water filter or make you a water filter salesman. Do I think it's a really great gig? Yes, but you don't have to.
Listen, you got to put yourself in my shoes. It was all way too coincidental in there, Penny. Suddenly he's just at our table and has a pamphlet to show me how to sell water filters.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have 3 pamphlets in my purse right now. You just walk around with them. That's part of it.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
It's not weird. It's like carrying a business card.
It's not like carrying a business card, Penny.
No, because you're trying to involve everyone around you in your little pyramid scheme, and
it's
not everyone wants to be a part of it.
Well, I'm not trying to involve everyone. I'm just saying, if somebody I like wants to be a part of it, I want to give them the opportunity to.
And I wasn't even the one that brought it up. He did. It's not like I was trying to sell you anything.
Yeah, but you were the one who was like, wow, you should totally do this. It's such easy money. You can keep your day job and make, I don't know, you had all these statistics that you were pulling out. And it felt like the date turned into you trying to make money off me. You know what I mean?
I was just trying to be honest. Like, I wasn't trying to sell you. And that's genuinely how I feel. You can make an extra $5,000 a month. Like, that's not a joke.
Look, Penny, I want to believe you because otherwise I had a good time. But the coincidences were just one after the other, and it made it so strange.
I feel like it was one coincidence that he showed up.
That he showed up and you do like a bad commercial, like running through a bit is what made it feel weird, Penny. Like, all of the things you said in those 15 minutes felt like I was watching some happy-go-lucky commercial on television.
I mean, honestly, Christian, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it was a coincidence, but it's like after we started talking, you actually seemed genuinely interested in potentially selling, which is why we kept going. Like, are you?
Are you still trying to sell me on this?
Right.
And no, I was never interested, not even then, and certainly not now. I just wanted to go out on a date with you.
I mean, that's all I wanted to, but if I think that you're interested, I mean, if you don't want to sell, obviously you don't have to. Like, I could just get you a good discount on one.
Penny, what are you doing?
That's pretty sweet.
Penny!
Dude, you got to think about the fringe benefits, Christian.
I feel like the water filters have brainwashed you, Penny.
No, they didn't. They're good water filters.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like you guys haven't even tried. You would probably really like them, and you're on the radio. Like, I have a few. I could email you guys a couple advertising things if you wanted to.
No.
Penny, yeah.
Penny.
Everybody else might not be into it, and it's kind of illegal to do that, but I'm in. So send that to the station.
No.
But let's get back to the second date here. Let's. We'll talk about our money-making opportunity behind the scenes. We need to talk about your date with Christian. Christian, would you like to go out on a second date with Penny? We will pay for it.
I absolutely no. I don't want to go on a second date. I don't want to be scammed anymore, and I don't think you guys realize what's happening here on the radio because you're being scammed too.
Okay. Yeah, Jubal is allowed to be scammed. I feel like it's fine.
Yeah, whatever. You guys say that until I'm in Ibiza hanging out with Penny. Yeah, exactly. With a boat named Filter.
Yeah. Look, I know you guys are all joking and making fun of me, but I'm not kidding. Like, you could make enough money to buy a boat if you were good at selling.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Dang. You got that boat money.
I know, Penny. That's why I'm in. We're good.
Oh, God.
I think you're pulling my leg.
Yeah.
I would never do that to anybody. But Christian...
You don't ruin a good business opportunity when it knocks on your door.
Christian, are you sure you won't go on another date?
Absolutely not.
Even if she didn't bring up the water filter stuff, like you liked her.
Yeah, all that aside.
I don't know if I can not bring it up. It's a part of my life.
All right. Well, I stand wrong.
Well, I'm sorry the second date didn't work out for you, Penny. And Christian, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, and you have fun struggling with those conventional water filters, you know, the ones that burst into flames. You try to use them.
Ooh, you're good already.
Yeah, see?
Can I privately send you the link to these? Because they're really good.
Send it along, Penny.
Oh, my God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Rachel, please?
This is Rachel.
Hey, what's up, Rachel? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
This is a radio show?
Yes, we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What? From who?
Well, his name is Josh, and you guys recently went on a hike together.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Can't tell if that's a good laugh or a not good laugh about Josh. Just still laughing.
Sorry, I was not expecting this call.
It's okay.
Wasn't expecting to be on the radio right now. Why is he sending you emails about me?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out with somebody on a date and then end up blowing them off, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And Josh kind of thinks that you've been giving him the runaround.
I mean, I don't really think I blew him off.
Well, he says that you guys, have been texting a bunch, but you'll kind of disappear for a few days, and then every time he asks you out, you say you're busy.
I mean, I don't know, some stuff has come up. I've had a couple extra work shifts happen. I don't know, it just hasn't been the easiest to meet back up with him.
Yeah,
right now.
But Rachel, when you really like somebody, you make time.
Okay, true. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Okay, so Rachel, should I just go back to Josh then and say, hey, Rachel absolutely wants to go out with you. She likes you a lot and she can't wait?
Okay. All right, please don't. No.
Okay. Exactly. So obviously you don't really want to go out with him again. Can you tell us why?
I mean, he's a nice guy. He's fine. He just has some weird habits, I guess, or a couple of weird tendencies I found out. I don't know.
What are they?
I don't know. He's got weird ideas about his dog, I feel like.
Weird ideas about his dog?
I don't know.
He told us that the dog's name was Girlfriend, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah, charming.
Yeah, it was kind of cute, but then I don't know, it's just kind of creepy in the long run, I felt like.
It was creepy. Okay, now I'm really concerned because you said weird ideas about his dog and now the word creepy has come up. Should we be on the phone with police and not you?
No, I mean, it's nothing that shocking, I guess, or that, I don't know.
Are you just not a person that likes dogs very much? Maybe
No,
you're not.
I love dogs. I have pets. I love my pets. It's just I don't make out with them in front of people.
What?
Oh, that's
Make out?
That's a bold statement there, Rachel. Is Josh making out with Girlfriend?
A little. I mean,
Ew, what?
Oh,
What do you
really?
mean?
Okay, now you really have to explain, Rachel.
It was an open face kiss.
What?
Whoa. Okay,
You're saying
let's
Josh...
rewind here a second, Rachel. So now you really have to explain. When did he make out with this dog in front of you?
After we took a little hike, we found like this swing, like a little rope swing, and to cut to the point, I ended up getting hurt.
Okay.
Ended up falling.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm really upset about getting hurt, like I'm accident prone, like whatever, but it was just when he came to check on me, he was, asking how I was. He was checking, looked at my leg, and then he was like, "Hey, do you want my dog to like lick your wounds?"
What? Wait,
Yeah.
was he being serious? Like your bloody open wounds on your leg? He wanted...
Yeah, like I was just cut like all down my leg, like I have a big gash like on my thigh. And I mean, like I was still kind of coming out of it from like just the shock of like falling and like getting myself back together. And he was just like, no, like he's like treating it like, the dog's tongue was medicinal. And he's just like, no, there's enzymes in the tongue and it helps break down things. Like this is how dogs, heal their wounds in the wild. Like they just lick it back to health. It'll stop the bleeding. And I was like, okay, can you just like pour some water on it? Give me your t-shirt maybe? Like.
So you didn't take him up on the dog lick, huh?
I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't. I just felt a little weird about it.
Where does the dog makeout session happen?
Well, like after I was like, I don't know, and he was just like, no, look, it's fine. And so then he just gave Girlfriend a big kiss in front of me. And that just made me wonder, how much more is he doing this? Is he carrying around mouthwash? Was he expecting me to kiss him after that? Like, I don't know. It was like, there's a few thoughts in my head after that.
And I hate to ask for more graphic detail, but was it like tongue to tongue dog kiss? Like he like opened his mouth?
Yeah, the tongues kind of came out. There's definitely some licking exchanges on the faces.
They were licking each other.
Yeah, there was just like a lot of licking action around the mouth. Just like full lip contact on the nose.
Excuse me. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think a lot of people would argue with you.
Is that Josh on the phone?
Yeah, actually it is. He's been on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Hi, Rachel. I had no idea that was what the thing was that you thought was weird.
I mean, it was a little off-putting. It was just, it irked me a little in the end, I think.
Okay, but no, let me explain. Like, I wanted to show you how clean a dog's mouth was. I wasn't making out with the dog. I wanted to show you how clean it was, so it would lick your leg.
All right, well, your tongues were touching, so it really looked like you were heading for a makeout sesh to me.
Well, yes, our tongues were touching, but that was just to prove to you that dogs have clean mouths,
I mean, that's fine. I've had a dog licking before. I just don't do it like that on purpose. Like, I understand. It's fine. I mean, I'm not trying to have that dog be my doctor right now and lick my wounds.
No, I get it. I thought it would be good. I thought it would be useful. I don't know.
Josh, I don't know that your facts about dogs having clean mouths are true. I think that's an old wives' tale. And two, why on earth would you think it's a good idea to, one, kiss your dog and then offer to have your dog clean up, essentially a stranger's wounds?
The simplest way that I can actually say it is that dog saliva has a lot of white blood cells in it it's very good to help clean out wounds, clean out scrapes, get all the gravel outside of, Look, even if you have a sunburn, girlfriend can lick that right off for you.
Oh my gosh, Josh, that is so wrong.
Josh, it sounds like you've done a lot of research in finding reasons for your dog to lick you.
I have not to lick me. No, just to heal.
No, just stick with aloe vera, Josh. That is weird, man.
Tylenol, stuff like that.
To me, I don't know. It's a little gross. We were out in the woods that day anyway, so you don't know what she was already licking up off the ground, what she was sniffing.
Anything that goes in that mouth is going to be cleaned out by that mouth.
Okay, Josh. All right. Let's leave
Good point,
the mouth
Josh.
out of it.
That's what they say. That's what they say, right?
Oh,
All right, Rachel.
Why did
Well,
you
Rachel, after hearing everything that you just heard, Josh and his dog would love it if you would go out on a second date with them. Would you be interested? We will pay for it.
I'm sorry, but I think I'm going to have to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably for a lot of reasons. You definitely would always be second tier to girlfriend anyway.
Exactly. He's already got one girlfriend, so I don't want to be number two.
No.
Yeah.
You're making a mistake, Rachel. This girlfriend's just the one little facet of my life. My tongue, it works in many different ways, Rachel.
Oh, that's so gross.
You hear that,
I'm
Rachel?
hoping.
Are you sure? You're sure you don't want to go out with Josh and his mysterious tongue?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Yeah.
That is a hard pass,
it didn't
Josh.
help. It really didn't help your case.
Well, unfortunately, Josh, it just has to be you and your dog for a little while, which I don't think you're going to mind very much. So I think you're good, actually.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.